Shazam, and I am your host, your Dungeon Master, Bertie the Bard, and with me, as usual, is...
I'm in a biscuit. I'm professional, I promise. Hello, I am Ben, also known as Ben does D&D on TikTok and other such platforms. I will be playing Cade Vakian, the half-elf Hexblade Warlock.
Oh yeah. I am Hex. I go by the Nat20 Show on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the social things. Nat20 Show. I am playing some vagrants. He talks like this. He's a bit of a cunt, if I'm honest. Half elf, Mark of the Storm, rogue / fighter, and
Hey, reppin', gang.
And a complete wanker.
Wow.
What? That's the t-shirt.
It really is. Hi, I'm Aaron. You can find me at Obsidian Olive pretty much anywhere on the internet, and I'm playing Long Shadow, a resident Tabaxi Blade singer. And that's me. I'm pretty cool.
You are pretty cool, Aaron. Now, you may have noticed that we are not joined by our normal Genasi Barbarian, Kenna. Instead, we've got a special guest to fill the spot because she's on a plane going all over America. We've got Brit.
Hello. Yes, I am here. I am here. Yeah, I'm Brittany. I am at Dungeon Mancha on TikTok, on Twitch. Should TikTok be gone, I will also be on Dubsmash. We're getting all that set up, and I'm gonna be guest starring today. You will see what as, and yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Very mysterious.
Secret.
hey.
We have a couple of announcements. First of all, I believe we're on 168 followers.
So close to 170.
So close to 170.
We're almost there.
So much for everyone who's followed and just supported the show every week. It's completely overwhelming, and we're
really
so happy to put this show on for you every week. And that is all I want to say on that matter. Ben?
No. We had some very weird scheduling, so but we're doing our best to make it all work.
That scheduling's really odd.
We're not having this argument on stream, Aaron. Yes, but for other announcements, as we said at the end of last week, we have now set up the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is up. We have it. As you'll notice, some of the VODs are now missing from Twitch because they're the weird thing where they only last for 2 weeks. The link to the YouTube channel is in chat right now. That is the YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Go check out the VODs if you want to watch episodes 1, 2, and 3. They are all up on the Twitch channel. Thank you, Birdie, for uploading those.
It's also in our about bit on our Twitch channel if you need to find it there.
Yes, go watch the thing. Go subscribe and all of that. It's good stuff. Other announcements, of course, we want to say a big thank you, as we do every week, to where we get our beautiful music from Arcane Anthems. He has his Patreon. I believe it's just Arcane Anthems. I believe it's the Patreon name. You can go follow him on there.
Let's put a bit.
He has now gone full time. Yeah, he's now gone full time making music, so all the support is very much appreciated. He makes amazing music. We are patrons ourselves. That's how we get the music for the stream.
He doesn't ask us to plug him every week. He is just a saint, and we just like his stuff, and we want everyone to know about it.
Absolutely. And we also get some of our other music from Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech, and also from Soundhammer. So yeah.
Yep. That's all that. And next, we have a new campaign joining the show. Very exciting stuff. And it's very fortuitous that we have the guest that we do have today.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly reveal via the graphic that I spent all day yesterday making. This show is a mimic BioShock campaign. Whoa! It's going to be crazy. And our guest today, Brittany, is one of 2 Dungeon Masters. Britt, do you want to tell us a little bit about it, maybe?
Yes, I can. So, I have been having the pleasure and the privilege of homebrewing and translating the entire Bioshock universe into a D&D campaign. I've only had one, well, really one half of the session. It was more like a session 0 that turned into a session half.
Yeah.
So yeah, our first session will be here on This Show is a Mimic. Thank you to everyone in this company or channel that's allowing me to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're glad to host it. Myself, Birdie, and Aaron are all players in the campaign. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep. So the party is starting. For those of you who know Bioshock, they're starting at the lighthouse, and they will have the choice, really, of whether they're going to be going to Columbia, Bioshock Infinite, or Rapture, Bioshock 1 and 2.
I'm really hoping for Columbia because that's
everything's Columbia themed.
I've made all of the graphics for Columbia.
Graphics are definitely not inspired by Columbia and solely Columbia at all.
I may be slightly biased because my character is from Columbia.
I mean, most of us are. Everyone here. Wait, no, where's
all three of us are from. He's my little.
But they'll have to find out about our Colombian characters on stream, so they all better show up on Friday at 6 p.m. EST, 6:30 p.m. EST. That's the time.
Little spoiler.
That is the time.
My character likes explosions.
He does.
Little spoiler: my character is an explosion.
Waiting to happen.
That is not a joke.
It's not.
Yeah, no, we're all very excited to get into that.
6:30 EST, which will be 11:30 BST. You can come watch us, me and Ben, burn the midnight oil, and yeah, bit more of a happier time for Americans that like to watch our stream.
Yes.
So, I think if that's everything,
I believe it is.
Then we can move on.
We can begin
with our recap of last week. So, you arrived at the town of Lineran, where you found that there were a couple of things that were a little bit amiss. You spoke to a shop owner, the owner of Sorcerous Sundry. He gave you a job to do. He was being robbed every evening. He's being burgled by a group of expelled students from the local magical academy who were making off with his magical wares to fence or use or whatever. You staked out the shop for the night and you captured one of these thieves. That thief, named Marcus, led you to the rest of the thieves, a group of 5 teenagers. There was something of an altercation when you attempted to apprehend these thieves, which ended with the unfortunate murder of 3 of these 5 teenagers at the hands of Jason and Audra. After a very emotional ending, you gave the bodies whatever honors you thought fit for Long Shadow. You piled them into your cart and you returned them to the town of Lineran, allowing the remaining 2 teenagers, to make their way north in the promise of a better life. You were approaching the town of Lineran with the bodies in your cart when we left off.
Alright.
And that's where we'll begin.
Welcome to Sunshine and Rainbows, Britt.
I don't imagine any of us are particularly talking to each other at the moment.
No.
It's a very pensive atmosphere.
Yeah.
100%.
As Audra kind of like brings the cart closer to town, I'm gonna motion in the direction of whatever like law office there is here, so we can go over and turn these bodies in.
Yeah, there is the office of the town marshal, Edar Brune. You pull over to the marshal's office, which is very similar to the other ones, but rather than being made of wood, it's made out of stone. You go to the door.
Yeah.
As you enter, the marshal is sat behind his desk where he would normally be. He's wearing something of a uniform. You haven't seen anyone else wearing any kind of thing, so you don't know if this is just how he dresses. But he looks very smart and official. He's wearing short robes, and he has a wand holstered in a small leather holster at his side.
You are the town marshal, correct?
Got some business for me?
I am here to turn over some bodies of some thieves to the town law.
Thieves, do these have a bounty on them?
No, it is just so that you may see that they are given burial rights and properly put on. I do not know whose business that is here in the town, but I figured you would be a good place to start.
I see. You apprehended these thieves. Who? For...
These thieves were stealing from Mr. Hector at the Sorcerer's Sundry down the road. He had asked us to take care of them, and we attempted to peacefully apprehend them, but there was an altercation, and sadly, some of them passed over. They all passed away.
I was hoping he'd give me time to get some backup in town, but certainly. And he gets up from behind his desk, steps outside to where you have the bodies in the back of the carriage. He goes over to them and he goes, "That's a damn shame.
It is.
Didn't give you a choice in the matter?"
There was no choice on my part.
Without really kind of thinking about it, as he says that, and Jason and Kate's kind of sat there listening to this, he's gonna just instinctively kind of look towards Audra and Jason and kind of just like not in like an aggressive way, but just in like a way of just almost what's the word? Almost like in not instinctively, but like you know what I mean? Like instinctively. I think that's a slightly different word for it, but like just instinctively, self-consciously. Yeah, that's the one. Unconsciously, kind of just looks up at them, and kind of then just like looks away again, kind of just like looking at the
For reference, what Kate is looking at Jason doing currently, the three bodies I imagine are on the back of the cart. He's going to place a silver coin on each of their eyes. Like he's going to shut their eyes, place a silver coin on each of their eyes, and as he does so, he's going to speak a few words in Elvish. Does anyone speak Elvish?
Everyone speaks Elvish.
Everyone speaks Elvish. That's the joke in this party. I say this in Elvish.
Yeah. Then everyone would understand Jason say, "Your toes are being pushed onto the storm." And he's gonna do that for each one of them individually.
So the marshal he gestures to Audra and Cade, and he said, "Would you people mind helping me off with these bodies?" And
of course. And yeah, Kate's gonna get up and help.
Wordlessly, Audra also begins to just heave a body onto her shoulder. Set them out around in a little paddock at the rear of the marshal's office.
Which, as weird as of a detail as this is gonna sound, when she kind of does that, Kate kind of gets like almost like a bit of a flashback to when she was holding. It was probably the same.
She picked up Marcus.
Yeah. So just seeing her hold Marcus over her shoulder like that, unconscious, but now he's dead. Thinks back to when she did that before, and he just has a shiver for a moment. Just like,
when you do that, Audra catches your eye slightly, and you can tell that she's having the same kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
And then she sort of bows her head and goes around to place the bodies at the paddock around the back of the office. Between you and the marshal, you managed to take the other two, not being quite as strong as Audra.
No.
And you have unloaded the bodies. Marshal goes, "I suppose I should thank you. I wish I had a bounty, but the papers hadn't come back from the authorities yet to grant that. But know that the town has your thanks.
You have no need to thank us, really. I wish this could have been resolved peacefully, but things went bad.
I understand.
Kate seems a little bit distant, almost. Like, he's speaking the words and he's kind of talking to the marshal, but he's kind of not looking him in the eyes. He's kind of like looking... He's not looking at the floor, but he's kind of like, he's not making eye contact.
Yeah.
He's just like... He's hearing the words and he's responding, but he's almost...
He's distant. He's not particularly present.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So where are you guys heading next?
I think we're probably gonna head to Hector, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys?
Okay. Yeah, we can head down the road towards the Sorcerer's Sundry.
Mm-hmm.
So you head to the Sorcerer's Sundry, and it's open for business, being quite it's quite late in the day at this point. And when you enter, Hector, who has been but he's still in the process of cleaning up. He's nearly finished from your altercation with Marcus and Trina the night before.
There's still a couple of ball bearings around.
Yeah, he's just sweeping up, and he's returning a few of the items that aren't broken to their shelves. He's using a little prestidigitation to get the acid and burn marks out of the floor.
Oh my god.
And when he sees you enter, he goes, "You've returned. How did it all go?"
Kate's gonna kind of give him a look and be like, "They won't be coming back."
They died.
Very well. I agreed not to speak to the methods you used, and I will stand by that. I'll return with your reward. He heads into the back and leaves you alone for a few moments. The air in the store is thick with memories of...
Tensions are high right now.
Memories of the night before, where in these very rooms you had your first altercation with two of the young people whose lives you ended up taking.
Long Shadow is going to take the tufts of hair that he had removed, and he's going to open the small secondary spellbook on his waist and place them in the back cover and put it back away in his book carrier.
Very well. After a few of these tense moments pass, Hector re-enters. We're carrying the large 4.5-foot box that you'd seen previously. He goes, "Would you like to keep the box, or just the broom? A few weeks to display this."
So we can... I mean,
Keep the broom.
who's gonna take it?
I don't want it.
It's stained
You
with
should
blood.
keep the broom.
Are you certain? I
am tired of taking possessions in exchange for people's lives. If I accept this, I feel like I am just the man that I was.
Is this how you all feel?
As Jason says that, Kate's gonna kind of have a moment where, up until now, especially based on something he said not only a couple of hours before, which was basically being like, "Meh, children die, it happens," and very much he took note of that. And then hearing him say this now, Kate's gonna kind of look at him and kind of try and like read like how serious he's actually being about that. Like, is he being like is he being like genuine? Like,
Go for it.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Yeah. Because I want to know if you're actually being like, because you're saying that you sound quite genuine about it, but based on
trying to see
something
if
you
he's
said
being
previously, he's gonna question
performative.
it. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So insight. Ooh, that is a 14 plus insight, which is 0, so 14.
Can I?
Well,
Yeah.
Are you being honest.
Yeah, Jason appears to be very, very sincere. He doesn't seem to hesitate or even stutter in his speech. But then he was also serious about his statement of get over it. Kids die all the time. They do, absolutely, and he's seen enough of it. But he's seen it enough that he's had it with having his own involvement in it. If that makes sense.
I think
that's the vibe that you're getting.
Yeah, with that, then Cade's the tension in the room is gonna kind of feel a little bit less between Cade and Jason, and kind of Cade's gonna he's gonna look at you with kind of almost like a newfound respect in the fact that he'd seen the horrible things that you'd done and was heavily judging you for it, but now seeing that you've and realizing that you have been oh, that can't continue, that's not good, and kind of almost seeing you're turning over this new leaf. He's interested to see kind of where you're going to go with this, and he's willing to support that, and he wants he's going to kind of give you a nod and be like, I'm glad to hear that. He's going to turn back to Hector and kind of be like, I think we're all in agreement. You said it was one of your prized possessions, and we don't feel particularly genuine taking this from you.
Is there anything else I can do for you? Healing potions? Is there anything?
Healing potions. He's gonna his shoulders are gonna kind of slump a little bit and be like, we did use the ones you gave us, and it was a close call. I mean,
would you need
how would
a few
you
more
guys feel about that?
I wouldn't feel good taking your services for nothing.
Long Shadow?
If that is something you require, Cade, then yes, I am fine with it.
I think, just maybe just whatever health potions you can spare,
He goes into the his back room, returning his broom, and comes out with 3 potions. One a slightly deeper red than the others, 2 standard, and 1 greater healing potion.
Ooh, very nice. Who is going to take those then? Who would like to take those? Would you like to? Well, I think the question is who wants to take the greater.
The greater should probably go to the person with the most hit points, where it would be most effective, right?
Well, it's 3d4 plus 3.
Oh, it's still not great. Okay, yeah, then probably Mr. goes down every combat.
Yeah.
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 It's probably a good idea. At least we all know it's on him, so when he goes down, we can...
Yeah, okay. So I think with that, when he brings out the potions, Cade's going to kind of take them all, and he's going to look down at the greater healer potion, look to Jason and kind of put it into his chest and kind of give him a look and kind of we exchange a kind of a look of just I'm giving you this because I think this is I'm trusting your word and what you said, and you kind of get that kind of vibe from him.
I don't want it.
Audra steps forward. She places her hand around the greater healing potion. She looks Cade in the eyes and just be like, give him time.
Okay. Yeah. And he's gonna let Audra take it. Then he'll pass one of the healing potions to Long Shadow and then keep one for himself.
Cool.
Done. Healing.
I mean, let's be honest. Jason will probably be the person using it, but he just doesn't want to hold on to it.
We're all
it might be better,
somber mood, but the rest of us are just ooh, items! Yay!
It'll probably be in better hands with Audra.
Give me the fucking healing.
To be fair, it'll probably be in better hands with Audra, who is normally the one sticking potions down Jason's throat anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Kate is tempted to do something. Just need to double check. Do I still have it? I do. Kate is going to. So once that's happened, and does Hector want to say anything else, particularly?
No, Hector's just. Hector seems to be quite also uncomfortable with the situation.
Kate's gonna kind of try and break the tension a little bit by changing the subject. He's gonna go into his pack, and he's gonna bring out the Wonder that he currently has, and he's gonna
You guys have a wonder? When did you get that?
Session 1.
Session 0. Yeah.
Before the stream.
Britt might hate me for what I'm about to say. Then he's gonna, I'm gonna hand it over and we'll be like, "Do you know how much this would be worth? We're really low on funds, and I just need an idea on how much this would be."
If I can just, and he goes into the back room and returns a large tome as the DM Googles things.
I'm only getting a vibe, guys, just so I know how much it is. If we get desperate, I'm not selling it. I'm just.
If anything, we should hold on to it till we get to the academy, where there's a ton of arcane researchers who would love magic items to play with.
It's true.
Ooh.
So
probably get the best price there.
He takes it off. He gestures to take it off you.
So,
And he just admires it for a moment. He goes, "This is very fine craftsmanship. I could. This might cost around. I could say around 3,000 gold."
Cade, at that, Cade's eyes are just going to go wide, and he's very much going to feel the 16 gold he has in his pocket. And it's going to be, he's going to look to the others and just be like, money, we could, cool item, but also money. He's gonna turn mostly to Audra and Jason, just because they were the two that he got this with, and they only really gave it to him. It's their reward, but like they gave it to him because he was the one who could use it, 'cause he's spellcaster.
Yeah.
So he's gonna turn to them and kind of be like, "What do you guys think we should do with this? We really could use money right now. We have none."
Look, he doesn't seem to be that well stocked at the moment. If he's offering you 3,000,
I did mean to ask. Did you manage to find any of my goods?
We did, yes, and I think it was me who took the token item, or was it you?
Yes, you have the token.
Yeah, you just had to like a small box of things.
Yes, I'm gonna once again. Cade's gonna go into his pack and he's gonna bring out just whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. It was just, like, he's gonna bring out and be like, "We did," and he's gonna pass it over. He's gonna be like, "Yes,
yes.
What we found of your goods, where there was a mansion on the edge of town. It looks run down. I don't know if the illusions will have stayed, but there were some illusions around it to make it look like it'd been unlived in. But
it's run down either way."
Yeah, there's a mention down in the downstairs part of the building in the basement. There is a storage place down there, and your goods. We found quite a lot of your goods in a side room down there.
Just terrific.
Be careful of the stairs; they tend to turn into a slide.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll have some. I'll get some people to go and recover them. Thank you very much.
Of course. Yeah.
Kate, if he's offering you 3,000 gold, we don't necessarily know what we stepped onto here. It might get either more gold at the academy, or it might be worth holding on to.
That is a good point. Okay, he's going to think about that, and he's going to think about the academy, he's been very distracted with everything that's just happened, and kind of he's going to think about the academy and like that his sister's waiting for them there, and he's going to be like, yeah, the academy would be a good place to start. Thank you for giving me an idea of how much this would be worth. I had no idea. I've never seen such a thing before. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
Well, they're quite rare. They're normally made as trophies, almost as a look what I can make, that kind of thing.
I see. That would be understandable considering where we got it. But thank you very much. Hopefully you won't have any troubles like this again. But
hopefully not.
Yes, we probably should be going. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He's gonna kind of step back, and if anyone else wants to say anything, go for it.
No, Jason's leaving.
Okay. So where are you guys next headed?
I assume we're probably headed to the inn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
It's getting late.
I know. Okay. back to the inn then, I think. Probably be a good idea.
It was a few hours getting there, then you had the combat, then you had getting the bodies, then it's a few hours getting back. Right, so you guys enter the inn, and it's completely not the vibe you want right now. It's quite it's quite upbeat. You'll notice that your frenemies, the Vagrant Bond, have vacated.
They behind them, aren't we?
They went
ahead.
Yeah. Upon the new scene and the new atmosphere, almost kind of concerned to show his actual emotions. He immediately, upon entering, does a complete 180 and just perks up. His chest broadens out, his shoulders widen, and he goes straight to the bar for a drink.
Yeah, so you head to the bar, and there's just the normal human bartender that you saw before. It was human, right? One sec. Cross staves, half elf. Just the same man you saw the other day, who served you your cheap ass ale. He goes, "Oh, you're back. Anything I can? What do you need?"
Oh wow! Thank you very much. Oh no way. Oh, would you mind?
Hex is getting real life service while at a fake bar. Great.
Damn, Hex, you're really getting into this RP, huh? This is great.
Oh,
look at that! Way.
An unseen servant brings over a hearty place of food.
That's great. Yeah, no. I think. Yeah. We'll just,
Jason, just something strong and cheap.
So so you end up getting for the
strongest, cheapest drink.
The same drink you got the other night, which was just a copper, just a copper. The smell of sulfurous smoke fills your nose as you're at the bar, and Wilderblaze, you feel a bump on your shoulder as as this quite bedraggled looking sailor sits next to you. It's this that draws your attention to the rest of the bar, and as you look behind you, there is a small party of motley looking people. There's a half elf dressed entirely in black leathers. There's a giant hulking water genasi and a lithe looking tabaxi that you actually recognize. A student from the Magus Arcatum that you know from a little whiles back. They haven't been there in some months, but then again, neither have you. Longshadow. Would you like to describe yourself to the party? Not Longshadow.
Right, so what you see before you guys, for those of you who are looking in this direction, I don't know if you are, but for those in the audience, so you see a man with a cowboy hat, a black brim, with like some red embroidery and leaves and twigs in the hat as well. Kind of muddy, mossy sort of looking garb. It looks like he's definitely been outdoors for a hot while. He has a dark brown cape draped over his shoulders with a couple of not shoulder pads, but like clasps to keep that cape there. All over his belt, he has like arcane component pouches. He has a spell book, and then in one hand he has a quarterstaff, and on top of the quarterstaff is a looks to be like a purple cube, like a crystalline purple cube at the top of the quarterstaff.
That's cool.
And the quarterstaff itself is made of like wood and bark, and it's just like entangled into this crystal. And so he holds that with his one hand. In the other, he holds a cigar. Very poorly made. Very poorly made. Like, it's very clearly hand-rolled. He just pulled it out of his vest. Like, think gunslinger without a gun. Like, definitely, like...
That's what I thought you were going for at first. Then it was staff. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a wannabe gunslinger.
Kind of. And his skin, from what you can see, is dark red. He has orange hair, which just barely comes out from the brim of his hat, and he has a beard of flame. And what he does is he takes the cigar, holds it up to his beard, and begins to smoke from it.
That's amazing. So wait, are you a
There's so much going on there.
I'm a fire genasi. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
I wish Aldra was here.
Oh my god, fire and water, yes. That's amazing.
So, Long Shadow.
That's so good.
Upon your eyes following Jason as he goes to the bar, you notice this figure standing at the bar, and it takes you a little. It takes you aback a little. It's been some time since you've actually spoken to someone you recognise in the academy.
With everything that's happened thus far, seeing a familiar face is just like exactly what Long Shadow needs today, and he's gonna walk up. Well, the place. It's been far too long.
Long Shadow. How you doing, old boy? He's gonna stand up and he's gonna hold out his arm, seeing the cigar in it. Then he's gonna toss it over and then hold out to brace your arm.
Long Shadow will return the braced arm and give it a solid shake, remembering that that's how this person likes to be greeted.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? It's aren't you supposed to be up at the Akatum?
Well, it's about time I got started with my field research. So, I've been out in the field research for a little while. I know the last that we had talked, I was just about ready to get started with all that, and I've been out here for a little while, but I figured I want to just take a break from the shit that's been going on.
Oh, have exciting things been happening in your life as well?
As well. What's going on with you? What's this group of people that I'm assuming you're with these people?
At that, you're gonna see just Long Shadow just slump and just like, yes, I am with these people.
Can I insight check that?
Sure, go ahead.
Are you with these people, Long Shadow? Are you? Hmm?
Are you sure?
How am I feeling about these
Insight's
people?
not just are they lying? It's what am I picking up on there?
Yeah, it's like what emotionally are you feeling off a Long Shadow?
Natural one.
Natural one.
Long Shadow.
Long Shadow is just Long Shadow.
Guest character. You come in and you roll a natural one on your first roll.
Correct.
Long Shadow is his
Oh, that's a good
normal, unscrupulous self. He no, that's not the word. Impenetrable. His impenetrable
My lack of
visage.
scruples.
Unscrupulous. Sure, I don't know. You can't get a good read on him. Maybe it's the fur. You don't know.
Maybe it's the fur.
Go to backseat.
Please, my cultural name is Runatok. I prefer that over the racial name.
Oh, I didn't say that in character. I'm sorry. I gotta just to make that a little bit more clear. Sorry about that. The problem is once I start speaking in a southern accent, they sort of blend together.
It gets there, yeah, we understand.
As you guys are talking, Kate's gonna kind of walk up, seeing that Long Shadow has gone to speak to this cowboy-looking gentleman who seems to be on fire. Kate's gonna kind of like step a little bit closer because obviously he's like looking. He's like, wait, he's on fire, but he doesn't seem to care. Did he just light his cigar with his beard? What is happening? He's gonna like be a little bit distracted from all the big sad that he's got going on. He's gonna kind of walk over and be like, Long Shadow, you know this person? Another friend of yours? You seem to have a lot of those.
Yes, Kate, this is a friend from the academy. Will the Blaze was a brisk individual at first, but he grows on you.
Oh. Wow. That's your face is on fire. Sorry if that's
Please,
rude.
Kate, that's just rude. Very rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It's
just.
all right. It's all right. Here, he's gonna then sort of like how a wizard would stroke his beard, his very long beard. He strokes it, and then it becomes just orange hair.
Oh, you really shouldn't just. Oh. Just seeing you put your fingers into fire, he's a bit like, He's never met a fire genasi before.
Do I see the water genasi with the crowd as well?
Yeah. She was standing with the rest of them. She, as the rest of you have gone over to the bar though, she's also gone. She looks a bit vacant, and she's just gone on to stand next to the sailor that bumped into you, and also ordered a drink.
I just want to retcon a statement I made real quick. He's never met a male fire genasi before. There you go.
Ah.
I mean, I take it you understand how genasi work, boy.
Just looks over to Audra and be like, yeah, I just never seen the bit. You know what? Hi, I'm Kate. Nice to meet you.
Wilderblaze.
Wilderblaze. That's
He
kind of thinks about that. He's like, yes, fire genasi, blaze. Yes. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, he's gonna break your arm, and like he braces it with like a brace, like not just a shake, a brace.
Does he like actually like shake it as well?
Yes, he does.
Imagine it's a good like hearty handshake, and just Jason's just like, oh, okay, even.
Sorry about that, boy. Even though I am an academic, I tend to forget my strength sometimes. You'll have to forgive me.
That's okay.
What a humble brag.
I imagine Long Shadow says that in character.
God, no. Long Shadow would never be that impolite.
Oh, that's great.
So, who's the rest of you lot? Who else is traveling with my friend Long Shadow here? If you don't mind my asking.
These are Jason and Audra. They are two more of our companions.
I'm gonna raise a hand when he says Jason with a drink to my lips.
Cheers, son. He's gonna hold up whatever drink he had at the bar as well. I would say it's definitely a glass bottle like this. Whenever he holds it to the touch, steam evaporates off of it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's dope.
And then the water genasi stood next to him.
Eyes like widen a little bit, but like he's trying to play cool, but he's like, whoa, that's cool.
The water genasi standing next to him goes, Audra, and then proceeds to down her entire drink, and then order another one.
Audra, you really shouldn't drink that fast.
Or just death stares you.
Oh, okay.
Have a drink on me if you don't mind, and he's gonna put forward a gold piece.
It's very kind.
Y'all seem like you could use a little bit of rest and recreation. You look a little bit worse than wear.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Can I invite the party just in general?
Go ahead.
How much trauma?
The DC for this is very low.
Please roll.
That's better! A D20 that respects me.
What, did that one go in dice jail immediately?
You know you're a D&D player when you have 20 D20s, but only one that respects you!
Basically, yeah.
That is a 24.
Yeah.
That is respect.
They are just very tense right now. There's a lot of unspoken problems going on right now that no one seems to want to be the first one to address the elephant in the room.
Oh dear.
gonna look up a spell real quick to see if I can do a little flavor of something. Hang on a second.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
Give me a second. I need to know how this works. Okay. All right. So just to clarify, almost forgot his name. I was about to call myself Cade, and I'm like, no, wait a minute.
That ain't me.
That ain't me. So Wilderblaze is going to. Was he standing at the bar or sitting at the bar?
You're the character.
Great. So he was sitting at the bar. He's gonna hop down from his bar stool, and y'all noticed he's a small man. He's a zesty 5'2".
It's a lot of man in a small package.
Oh no! Oh.
So he's gonna hop down from his bar stool, walk over to where all y'all are sitting. He's gonna cast Druidcraft, and he is going to produce a little olive branch in his hand and place it on the bar. Look up to y'all and say, in moments where the air itself is something that you could cut through with a scimitar, sometimes all that you need is peace. Sometimes all you need is just quiet company. If y'all need that, I'm happy to leave. I'm happy to oblige. But I would also like to help you in alleviating that tension.
I will drink to that.
That does sound quite welcome.
As Kate's gonna get his drink that he's been given, and as he's saying that, he's just gonna just look a little confused and just sip his drink and immediately just. Oh, I should have given you my order. Jason just hands the drink off to Jason.
Just gonna pat you on the back. It's all right, son. It's all right. Not everyone can take fiery, spicy liquids.
Oh, what was that? Oh. Just gonna like lean on the box, like, can I have an apple juice, please? Thank you.
Barton just rolls his eyes.
Long Shadow's gonna kind of like look at his drink and then just sit it back on the counter and like very solemnly, like it's a drink that he's leaving for someone else.
Pour one out for my homies.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
I just realized what that was for. Oh God.
Oh no.
Hurtful.
I'd say just for the rest of the party's convenience is Jason is probably drinking unusually quickly. He's just kind of like drinking one, putting it away, going to the bar and getting another. He's not even necessarily talking or
yeah, I imagine Jason and Audra are doing the same thing, just like, all right, let's just get as drunk as we can. Oh no.
But the more he drinks, the more he perks up a little bit.
Yeah, Kate's gonna sit there and sip his apple juice he now has, but it just tastes like fire. So he's just like...
Wilderblaze, tell me about the research you've been doing in this area. I'm excited to hear how it is going.
Well, you know me. You know I'm in a specialized field of study, as you
Yes,
said.
out in the annex. I remember.
Yes, our own little corner of the academic wilderness, as it were. Well, my supervisor allowed me to go out and specifically look for the natural habitats of magical creatures. And I was out there for quite some time until I came across a little family of unicorns. It was a while before cool as a cucumber, by the way.
Yeah, when Wilderblaze says that, Kate's just kind of like, once again, is gonna like choke on his drink again. But did you just say unicorns?
Okay, do we need to take you to a doctor for your gag reflex? You seem to have an issue with it.
No, I am okay. It's just people are surprising me a lot today.
Perhaps you should put down a beverage until the conversation is over.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. It tastes like fire anyway.
With that, real quick, he's gonna look to Long Shadow. Excuse me, I think I might have something to help your friend here. He's gonna go over to Cade. He's gonna pull out a canteen from his backpack.
Yeah.
He's gonna sit it down, and he's gonna pass it to you, Cade. He's gonna say, personally, I find that one of the best things that you can share with new company is freshly made tea. Non-alcoholic, won't burn going down. Have a sip.
Oh, I kind of opens the top of it
Oh.
and like takes a sip. He's like, "Oh, that tastes really good. Oh, what kind of tea is that?"
If I may, I would like to flavor this with like the only fiery sensation that he would get from this would be cinnamon. If I could DM, I would like to.
It's your tea.
Great. Yep.
It's your tea.
I homebrewed this while I was out in the wilderness. And this is made from like roots and berries and leaves that I found while I was out there. So it tastes like the first instant that you get on your tongue is cinnamon, but as it goes down your throat, you can taste jasmine, you can taste it's definitely a black tea. So it's not entirely bitter, but it's not super sweet. It's just mellow.
Yeah. He's gonna sit there and he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's really good. That's a really good tea. I can't even taste the fire anymore.
I love the narrative of Cade learning drinks. He just learned chocolate milk like 2 days ago, and now he's learning tea. This is great.
Sheltered child.
Yeah, the tea they've got back in Cave Solon is very much, it's all loose leaf stuff. You don't have the kind of fruits and stuff that have been
it's more milk than tea.
Not necessarily, but they've got they're very proud of the trees they grow there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, son, I made this while I was out looking for unicorns or looking for any kind of magical creatures, and well, there aren't many magical creatures.
For a moment, his eyes gonna go wide and go, "Hasn't got a bit of unicorn in it, has it?"
No, boy. No. I'm out there for the magical creatures, not to hunt them. And as he says that, for those of you who are looking, you do notice a little bit of sorrow pass through Wilderblaze's face as he says, "I'm out there to protect them, not to hunt them." But since I've been out there for a while, I had to amuse myself somehow. And well, boy, it's been a while since I've been able to share tea with good company, and it seemed like you needed it. So.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Thank you very much. That's sweet.
Drink up. It looks like you need it.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. And he just keeps the canteen and kind of keeps sipping it, and it's like, "Oh, that's really good. It's really good tea." Just forgets about his apple juice entirely.
Jason's gonna slam his fist on the
Friendship
table.
ended with apple juice. Tea is now my best friend.
Jason's gonna slam his fist down on the table and slur some words in primordial and just toast his drink and just.
I'm sorry, Elvish and Primordial? I speak both!
Everyone can speak everything.
Primordial is the language of Genasi.
Yeah, I know. As a player, I just wanted to say he slurs some words in this. But all I have is Elvish and Primordial, so...
You've been around. It's just
I've been
fucking...
around.
You got thieves' cant, you just say a bunch of nonsense.
I'm just
Fetch a pail of water!
bunch of gobbledygook. Jason's getting visibly, slumped over. The more he's drinking.
Which is why I actually wanted to mention this to you, Long Shadow. As he's gonna go over to Long Shadow, he's gonna sort of pat Jason on the shoulder, but it's less of a pat and more so to like sit him upright. to make her fall asleep in the bar and like drown or something.
You're able to like steady him and just lean him up against Audra, who is still sat like a brick wall on this bench. She doesn't seem to be eliciting much emotion beyond just.
Mm-hmm.
But you just see her eyes getting. Yeah, just get her eyes getting a little droopier with each passing pint.
Good.
You guys should slow down on the alcohol. You should really have some tea. It's really nice.
Tea?
What's that? That is not what they need right now. They need to drown themselves for a while.
That's good
Well,
tea.
good wording,
Can you
yeah.
put alcohol in it?
Kate's gonna protectively take it back. Like, no.
My tea.
Maybe later, Kate.
Okay.
Well, it's actually something of interest that you might be a little bit fascinated to hear about Long Shadow. Most recently, the reason why I'm even here, I was following this family of unicorns, helping them out whenever they needed, or studying them. He holds up one of his books, one of the 2 books that he has on his belt. I've been taking extensive notes on them, but about maybe a few days ago, I came across the family, and one of them was missing. The youngest one, little one. So I hunted him down and tried to track him as well as I could, and I ended up finding a couple of hunters that got a hold of her. Luckily, I was able to take care of them, dispose of them with whatever evocation and abjuration I could find, or I could remember. But my field of study doesn't really allow me to take care of hunting parties as well. Yeah. Although I did take care of the one, Corvus, I think his name was. But, yeah, I did take care of him. But I've been having trouble finding the foal. And so I just wanted to come by here and just... He's going to gesture to Audra and Jason. Forget.
I'm sure we'll find something to help you. We can do lots of things.
Did you hunt the entirety of this party, or are they still out there?
I was able to dispose of them entirely. There weren't a lot of them. It was a surprise that they were able to get a unicorn in the first place. My thoughts are that I wasn't taking care of my tracks, so they found my tracks, and that led them to the family.
Kate, as you have heard this story from Wilderblaze, one name did catch your attention. Corvus.
Corvus
was the same name as the trapper you fought, who was attempting to capture a displacer beast that you'd been hired to protect.
I thought I recognised the name.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I think I've got it in my notes, like, way up. Hang on.
You do, it's fine. I've just reminded you.
Wait, I thought he died.
No, you guys let him go.
Yeah. You wouldn't let me
Yeah, based on the way this story was told to me, I remember you guys had let him go.
Hang on, how is that your reason? How is that a... Can you let me torture him? That's not what we do, Jason!
No, that's not what Jason said, that's what Mason said.
I know.
So, yeah, and what you've just heard is that Wilderblaze has put an end to him.
Oh. Well.
Good to know.
That's rough, buddy.
Buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Wilderblaze, do you know if this foal that you're looking for, if they were sold him, or if he might be pinned somewhere?
From what I remember, when I was in my little scuffle with the hunting party, they had injured the poor thing. And before I could really get a chance to tend to her wounds, she had escaped. The first thing I did when I got there was I tried to sneakily, as much as I could, unlock the cage that they had her in and bring her back home. However, they found me. He sort of gestures to his whole ensemble. Stealth is really my forte. But I was able to unlock the cage, but then I dealt with the hunters, and by that point, she was gone. And I haven't had any success in tracking her. And she hasn't returned to her family yet. So I need to find her.
Would you like assistance tomorrow morning? We don't have anything pressing at the moment. I could come and help you find her.
He's going to look to you all, and he's going to sort of, if y'all would be inclined to do so, I don't have much of a reward to offer you other than company and tea and, well, listen and one.
After recent events, I would prefer to do some good in the world.
Yes, definitely. I think
It would not.
Out a little.
It would not. It would be good to be the good guy for once.
Wilderblaze is going to sort of steady himself on his quarterstaff with his cigar in his hand, and he's going to take one long drag from it and sort of blow out the corner of his mouth.
Duncan's gonna reach out to the cigar and just like he's gonna ask for the cigar, but would like just reach out for it.
Be careful, boy. He's gonna hand it to you.
I've just realized what you were holding in place of a cigar.
Lipstick.
That's
Love
great.
it.
Jason just tried to inhale a cigar.
Oh, you.
Not what you're supposed to do with a cigar.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that, buddy. I'm glad you got that.
Oh no. Oh, Jason, why?
Everyone who doesn't have training makes that mistake at one point or another. They're like, let's inhale this thing. No.
It's just a big cigarette, right?
Like a cigarette. Yeah, same thing.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna see you.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
He's gonna see you do that. He's gonna be like, "Boy, I'm not educated in healing magic. I can't help you." God damn! Like he's gonna try to pat you on the back, take the cigar out of your hand, and just.
How did you nail the first time I ever tried a cigar, Mason? How did you do that?
Drama.
That's great.
Yeah. He's gonna take the cigar and he's gonna look to you and he's gonna go, I don't really think there's anything as good or bad in this world. I really don't think our actions define us. It's what our intentions. That's what defines us. But if your intentions are to bring good into the world, ain't no better place to start than with a lost little unicorn. If you would be so inclined and gracious to help me out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure we could do that. I thought they died unicorns. In case it's gonna have a moment of just being like, we're talking about unicorns, right? Like actual unicorns.
I can believe in dragons and talking swords, but I draw the line at a horse with a unicorn on it.
Illegal.
The man literally walks around with a half genie and a cat person, but unicorns, screw that.
Nah, unicorn. That's unbelievable. I don't believe that.
Seems pretty fanciful.
That sounds pretty unrealistic to me. No. Well, no, he's never seen one before. I guess he would have heard of them, but never seen one before. So it's like, it would be. I mean, at least it would be interesting to see a unicorn. I've never seen one before.
Wilderblaze is going to take out his journal, his sketchbook, and he's going to put it on the bar for everyone to see. He's going to flip a couple pages with just some jargon and whatnot. And then he's going to turn to a page of, it's a rudimentary sketch, but it's a sketch of 5 unicorns. The smallest one, not even reaching up to the full body of an adult. And she has like a little nub instead of a horn.
Oh.
But yeah, he puts that journal forward and he goes, "Well, we're looking for that little one right there." He's gonna point to the little one.
You drew this based off like just off an actual drawing of an actual unicorn? That's amazing. It looks, wow, that's so cool. We should definitely help for sure. He kind of looks around to the others like, we're doing this, right? I want to save the unicorn.
But if we are going to do this, we should get some sleep.
Baby
We had a
unicorn.
very long day today.
Yeah.
As Ultra's saying that as well.
Ultra, are you okay?
Oh. I know, Pumper.
Are you sure, Ultra?
Why you want to? You think I'm not?
You've had a lot to drink.
What?
Do y'all have a room in this room right now?
We paid for multiple nights, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Did you buy any?
No.
Yeah, I
We
thought
have
we
not
bought
paid for
three.
any. Did we?
You didn't get a room.
Paid for four.
Because we ended up staying at the shop, remember?
I'm gonna be like,
Mm,
no, but I'm sure we can pay.
Immediately,
Money.
Blaze is gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna put down like maybe 5 gold pieces.
That would
Push
definitely
it.
cover it for 3 rooms.
I'm sorry, how much?
For about 3 rooms, that would definitely cover it.
Yeah, sure. Yep, he's gonna push forward that much gold. He's gonna look at the bartender and say, "This for all my new acquaintances here, if you wouldn't mind."
Thank you, Willie Blaze.
Certainly.
Thank you,
And he
that's
takes
really
keeps
kind.
it, goes off to the rack on the back with loads of keys on it and just pulls off 3. All next to each other. 2 beds in each. Try not
good
to
to
wreck the
me.
place.
Absolutely.
Do my best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over
I
there,
reckon,
I'm going to try to like go up to Audra and Jason and be like, "All right, well, that's the cue for both of y'all to hit the hay. All right, you guys need to sleep off. And I mean, if you're trying to drown your sorrows and forget whatever it is you seen, I ain't gonna cry. But if you're gonna forget, sleeping's the best way to do that."
Yeah. I'm gonna... And takes the key. And
I love the failed attempts that.
yeah, just snatches. Nope. There it is. Takes the key and she just pads up the stairs. And that's all you see of her. Probably going to take her a little while to find the room, but that's what you see of Audra for the night.
Willie Blaze, if we are going to go on this, I'm going to retire for the night. It was good to see you, my friend. I will see you again in the morning.
Absolutely, I'll be here.
All right. And Long Shadow's gonna walk down the hallway. And before he gets to his room, he's gonna stop in front of the room that Audra went to. And he's gonna stand there.
As you get to this room,
Mm-hmm.
Audra is currently sat on the floor, leaning on the door. The key is about halfway into the lock, and you can say she got that far and kind of gave up.
I will turn the lock.
Yes.
I will open the door. And I'm assuming her weight
she
kind
just
of
falls
pushes her
backwards
in.
into the room. Yeah.
He's going to
Hey.
turn and drag her by one arm into the middle of the floor of the room, look down. Our conversation can wait. And we'll just kind of like briskly walk out of the room, slamming the door behind him.
Long Shadow. I'm sorry.
He keeps walking. And he goes back to his room.
Does Kate hear this?
No,
Like,
they're,
is he,
they're,
like,
they're
there?
upstairs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't interrupting, but I was imagining that I was like also gonna head up.
Well,
I think.
You should have
Like,
stopped
would
it. I think Jason.
Jason's staying downstairs. He's not doing what he's told. He's staying down, keep drinking.
Kate is ready for Sleepy Town Junction, I think. So I can just imagine like he goes upstairs like a couple minutes afterwards, like he says his good nights to Wilder Blaze, and then he heads upstairs, and I imagine like he's kind of making his way to his room and kind of like trying to like get the key number and everything, and then kind of just sees Longshadow walk out of the room and slam the door. Just be like, oh.
Good night, Cade. And Longshadow's gonna keep walking to his room.
I think. Oh.
We're all next door to each other.
Yep.
So I'm just imagining you being like, "Good night, Cade," as if you're about to do like a big like walk, like big dramatic walk away, but then you just like turn and you're like, "Shit, I'm right here."
Nah, he knew exactly where he's at. He walks in, pops the door closed, doesn't look back.
Would I just asking DM this? Would I have heard Audra say what she said or not? Or
Probably not.
Not. Okay. I'd just hear vague Audra noises.
You just hear her groaning in discomfort, being on the floor.
Drunk barbarian noises.
Yeah.
Is drunk in barbarian.
Yep.
Would be what the subtitle says. Okay. Kate's kind of just gonna like see that, kind of get the vibe from Longshadow, and then it's gonna kind of like continue down the hall to his room. Just go in.
So yeah, I'm assuming
Definitely
there's
lock
about 3
the door.
rooms between you. I'm assuming that Jason and Audra are shacking up together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be normally what the pattern is.
And Wilderblades, you had your own room already.
Jason downstairs, sitting across from this new gentleman. It's just kind of like he's sitting there with his arms up on his elbows on the desk. He's like barely holding his head up. He's like holding his own hair to keep his head up. And he's just staring at his hands. I'm not surprised. I'm not very bad, man. I have done very bad things. And it's time for bed. I am a bad man.
Well, hold on. By the way, are you guys still getting feedback from me?
No. That was my bad.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, now hold on. His name is not Cade, Brittany. What are you doing? What?
I keep calling myself Jason.
Yeah, Wilderblaze is going to put a little hand on you before you get off your bar stool, and he's going to take a sit towards you. What bad thing? I said I won't cry, but I stand by what I said. There's no such thing as a good man or a bad man. What makes you say you're a bad man?
There's blood. I'm drenched in blood. Everywhere I go, there is death. I hate myself. The things I've seen. The things I've done.
I understand that, son. I do. Did Cade take my tea canteen?
Did he?
He probably would have given it back to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Cade, not Cade, Wilderblaze is going to take the tea canteen and sort of push it a little bit towards Jason. He's going to say, listen, if we're going to be talking like this, it's best to share it over a little bit of tea. Help you sober up a little bit too, boy.
Yeah, he's like gulping and he's grasping for air in between gulps like a child would do.
All right. Company needs to be enjoyed for a good amount of time, not just gulping it like alcohol. That's a different beverage. Now, son, I understand that we all may have blood on our hands at one point or another. And I don't need to know what you've done. I don't need to know what you've seen. Because all of us have seen many things burn before our eyes. Whether or not we're the ones holding the torch or not, that's irrelevant. It is unfortunate.
Kind of like nodding.
Yeah. He's Wilbur Blaze is kind of nodding along with him as well. Like, I hear you. Here's the thing. He's gonna pull out the journal and he's gonna point to the unicorns again. These creatures here, they are truly innocent, in my opinion, my humble opinion. But they too, time will catch up to them. The gods, the universe, fate, whatever you want to call it. Everyone has a set time. Everyone. Even if you bring about someone else's time, that doesn't mean that all hope is lost. That just means that time can be fickle, time can be cruel. But I am working on changing time, boy.
You're entirely right. You're good. I like you. You're good. You're like red. I like it. I don't like red, but you're red enough that I like that. I like you. You're nice. You're good. You're good. You're a nice person. You are. I like that.
If it's in any consolation, boy. Might not be a good person or a bad person in the world, but from what I'm gathering, bad men feel no remorse for what they have done. The fact that you show remorse, whether it's inwardly beating yourself to a pulp or not, or drowning yourself, you feel that remorse. That means you're not a bad man.
Yeah. All right. I need.
All right.
I need to sleep.
The half elf behind the bar is just like,
And he's
could
gonna
you
get up.
him a bucket or something?
Yeah. He goes to like try and tuck in his chair to the table, and he like slips on it and like staggers forward. But he's a bit of a mess at the moment.
All right, boy. Let's get you up to your room. We'll find a nice bed for you. Come on, let's go. And he's gonna sort of try to usher him away. He's gonna look back to the bartender and say, "Thank you for your hospit." Now my word's not working. All right.
Don't mention it. There's a bedpan in their room. Just put it next to him, if that's all right.
Yeah, have you met Audra? She's like you, but she's not red. Have you met her?
I didn't.
You would really like Audra. She's lovely. You would really like her.
I can't say I've had the pleasure of talking with her extensively like I have you, but I'm sure we would get along just as well as fire and water would get along.
What about Kate? Have you met Kate? Kate is a bit of a pussy, but he's very nice. He's a good person.
Kate is very sweet. He seems to be a little bit sheltered, a little bit not wise of the world, but he seems like he has the best intentions. Curious. While walking him up, he's going to say, "What about Long Shadow? What are your thoughts of that boy?"
Shadow is certainly mysterious, and his heart is in the right place. I think he's a good person. I hope he's a good person, because I don't want to be with not good people anymore.
I understand. Well, it looks like you've got yourself a good lot of people.
Are you good?
Like I said, I try to be as good as I can be. And anyone who's willing to help me in my research and doing better things for the world, they're good people to me.
I think you're good.
Thank you, son. I appreciate that.
With that, he's gonna kind of like push the door into his room and just kind. I want to say that he doesn't even make it to a bed. He just opens the door and falls asleep on the floor.
Yeah, you fall asleep.
Does he land on Audra?
On top
Right,
of Audra.
yeah, on Audra's
Oh,
ass.
really? Is
Just
Audra there
onto,
as
onto
well?
Audra's ass, just...
Is Audra there as well?
Yeah,
I'd
you're
say
both
he makes
on the floor.
makes a couple steps before making it past.
I'm gonna try to shift this unconscious man off of Audra's ass. Just put him on.
Jason would just like roll off anyway.
And right next to him.
Audra just shifts slightly in her sleep as this happens. And I think if Wilderblaze then returns to his room, that's where we're gonna break.
Yup.
Right.
How about you guys? I need the loo. We'll be back in 15 minutes, which is 10 past the hour, wherever you're going, wherever you are. So yeah, rejoin us then on the search for a baby unicorn.
Baby unicorn.
Baby unicorn. Baby unicorn. Baby unicorn. Welcome back, everyone. Get back into the madness.
We back.
So you each, in various levels of sobriety, you each wake as morning comes, and yeah, Jason, you wake up with just a really sore neck, having slept on the floor all night. You're currently kind of hugging one of Audra's legs like a teddy bear.
Thick as a tree branch, that.
Yeah. She does not skip leg day. And yeah, so whatever you guys want to do, the day is yours.
Part of me, part of me wants to wake up and immediately, almost like, again, like unconsciously, I'm gonna just say to just this empty room, supposedly, to anyone else it would just look like I was talking to an empty room. I'm just gonna say, what do you think about what happened?
The thieves.
Yeah, the kids.
I need to get my otherworldly voice on. So yeah, you hear the voice in your head. It's like, the thieves. What of
Yeah.
them?
I mean, they were just kids. This doesn't... I don't know, I mean... We haven't really spoken too much about what your alignments are and what you think, but I think that was wrong. We shouldn't have done that. What do you think?
Your opinions are obviously your own. I have commanded men and women younger than they into battle before. Those were thieves, and they knew the consequences of their actions when they perpetrated those actions.
But death? Really? So young? Young people make mistakes.
Death is not so final as mortals think it is. Death is another state of being when they pass into the realm of my mistress.
And what about me? What about when I die?
When you die, my mistress will guide you into the afterlife, and should we succeed in our mission of stopping whatever incumbent attack is coming, you shall surely find yourself on the fields of Elysium.
That's good to know. Suppose we should do that then, huh?
All should strive to live and accomplish heroic deeds.
Yeah, I think I feel like I'm on the right path, and I didn't want to hurt those kids. I mean, it didn't feel right. I mean, justice for what they've done, yeah, fair enough, but I wouldn't have felt right killing them, and I don't know how I will feel if I'm faced with that situation again. But I hope that no matter what I do, we can agree to disagree, I guess, if...
The powers bestowed to you are yours to do with as you wish.
Okay. Still. He's just gonna go quiet for a minute, and that's just... Yeah. He's just gonna lay there for a few more minutes, and then he's gonna... Like, alright, well that was depressing. Let's go save some unicorns.
Listen, Shadow Cleaver is from a long time ago.
Oh yeah, no, that's fully the kind of conversation I expected to have, and probably the kind of the way. I mean, that's the thing, is that like, Cade has this voice in his head, but he doesn't know what they think. He doesn't know what alignment they have. He doesn't know how they feel about certain things. Right?
Yeah.
He's just interested to know about this voice that's giving him power in his head. You know, be good to know. But yes, he's gonna step out into the hallway. Is anyone else up yet? Anyone else awake?
So?
Long Shadow would already be at the downstairs eating food.
He's gonna see that, then he's gonna, walk along to Jason and Orja's room, and he's just gonna like knock politely and be like, Jason, Audra, he's awake in there.
Cade, come.
I'm just gonna open the door and just like look instinctively towards the bed, see that they're empty, and then just be like, "Where are you? Oh, what? Did you guys sleep on the floor all night?
Bring food.
No,
Food downstairs.
Water, please.
Water downstairs. Come on.
Fucking help me up.
Come on, it's wake time.
Help me up.
Okay. He's just gonna offer Jason a hand to try and pull him up.
Jason's like dead weight at the moment.
But he also doesn't weigh a great deal.
Help me, bud. Come on. Alright. Audra, you too.
Audra just pushes herself up.
Yeah. Imagine he tries to lift her up first.
Get off me.
Do this. Dead weight.
Yeah. And then she just gets up and starts stamping downstairs.
Oh, okay. Just gonna like follow her downstairs and see where Long Shadow is already. Just give him a wave. Good morning.
Good morning, Cade.
Good morning, Long Shadow. I trust you slept well.
Well enough.
Yeah. It's just, with that again, he still seems kind of like off, and Cade just wants to like lift the mood a bit. He's just be like, "Do you have any dreams?"
I do not dream often, but I completed a task last night, which brought me some peace.
What task is that?
He's gonna reach into back into his book holster that's on his hip and pull out the secondary spellbook that he had picked up and open the back cover. And the tufts of hair that he had taken from the fallen kids, the 3 tufts, have now been hand spun into a longer thread and braided into several strips of intricate braids. These are spirit cords. These are how we honor our dead.
Oh.
And it brought me peace to know that I have done at least something.
Yeah, I'm
But today we are to hunt unicorns.
Yeah. I don't know your customs too well, but it seems like a nice thing to do. But yeah, unicorns. I mean, whew, that's have you ever seen a unicorn before? Like an actual unicorn?
I've seen a long time ago there was one in the conjuration department that had gotten loose. They'd brought it in for a test and it ran around. You never know what the unicorn would do in a school. They say it's like a horse in a hospital. It is.
No!
I will
There's a
stomp you
horse
with my hubs.
loose in the hospital.
I got great hubs that
You
fucking.
made that reference.
No!
Someone clip this. I need to send this to someone because I know someone who will very much appreciate that joke.
Ben, you're the one in charge of clipping the show. That's actually your job.
Oh, that was
One
that
job.
was too good. That was too funny.
Oh. Yes, but that is the only time, and it was at a distance. I was not one of the people who managed to recapture it and put it back in its pen. Wilderblaze should be joining us soon, and then we will be off. Make sure to eat. I have, I don't know if you want the same, but I managed to get them to prepare some eggs and spinach for me. It is, they call it an omelette. I had not tried it before, but it is tasty.
Yeah, omelets are pretty good. I usually have mine without spinach, but I'm sure they can do that. He kind of like looks around for. He kind of like goes up to the bar and will order some food.
Yeah.
Just like some eggs and bacon. Do you think?
Yeah, I can sort that out for you.
Heck yeah, sounds good to me.
And yeah, after a little while, it's included in the price of the room.
Nice.
Yeah, your breakfast is brought to you, and a variety of various foods are brought for the pirates.
Mhm.
Audrey and Jason, who I'm assuming are just in a very near comatose state right now.
Absolutely.
So, if I would be able to, I would, like, once I wake up, get my stuff in order, get all of my spells prepared and whatnot. I would like to knock on Audra and Jason's door a little bit too loudly, just to wake them.
There's no answer.
Can I open the door?
It's locked. They left. They're downstairs.
What? I thought they were still. I'm just oblivious. It's fine.
No, I imagine you just walking up, knocking on their door, and be like, "Audra, Jason," like desperately knocking, and then like looking over the banister and being like, "Oh, they're down. Never mind. No one stole."
You guys see Wilderblaze and his 5'2" self with his quarterstaff just come blazing down the stairs. Thanks, I hate it. Come blazing down the stairs, beard in full, and he immediately, like Batman style, Audra, Jason, and then he's gonna look and gonna see you guys and be like, "Oh, sorry,
That was a really good Man-Bat impression.
This Man-Bat character, you continue to talk about him. We have a similar one in Runic culture. I would love to discuss Man-Bat someday. Have you heard of Man-Super? I feel like he is an ally to Man-Bat.
I want to put. Can I veto this?
Yes, you can. No.
As the DM, can I veto, please?
Justice League of Sorodin! It'll happen!
Unsanctioned
We
law.
are the Justice League of Sorodin.
Unsanctioned law.
What about Woman of Wonder? Is no one heard of her?
Or Man Aqua, you remember him?
Audra, you
No,
should."
I don't think anyone does.
Oh, poor Arthur Curry.
No one heard of Ye Olde Flesh?
Oh no.
That's great. I'm in.
It's making it happen. It's all right. Right after.
Ooh, right,
Make it-
move on. Where are we?
These are the names y'all are gonna give yourselves when you get to like mythic level, and you're gonna form your own Justice League.
Can I be Yoldi Flash, please?
Can I say I'd rather? Can we, instead of being the Justice League, can we be the Avengers instead, please?
No. We're not cool enough to be the Avengers.
Oh,
we
are we
got
cool
Avengers.
enough to be the Justice League though?
Let's be honest, Justice League's not as cool as the Avengers. Fight me, anyone who says otherwise. IRL me, bro.
Avengers has Iron Man, so
Yeah.
you're just cooler Batman, to be honest.
Nah, Moon Knight is cooler, Batman. What are we talking about?
Fair. Anyway,
Oh
after this
my
tangent,
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down with the rest of them. I'm gonna look to the bartender. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind getting me also a eggs and bacon as well, that'd be appreciated.
yeah, breakfast is prepared for everyone, and yeah, you guys. It's very pretty basic. What you'd expect from a place like this, quite standard tavern.
Excellent. So, are y'all still down for helping me find a little unicorn?
Absolutely.
What's this about the unicorn? Who's talking about unicorns?
I
That
thought that was a dream I
last
had.
night, don't you remember?
You
I
sweet
don't
boy.
remember
Very
much
dry.
from last night. I had a few drinks.
I thought that was a dream I
few.
had. We're actually going to
Well,
save a baby unicorn?
He's wielded a blade, pulled out his arm to brace your arm. bracing your arm, Jason. In case you don't remember, the rest of y'all decided to help me find a baby unicorn that I've been looking for my research before I go back to Magus to the academy. So I figured y'all would be wanting to help me. I don't have much of a reward for you, but if you're willing to help, I'd be appreciative of that.
If Archer goes, then I go as well.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to go. Baby unicorn.
Baby unicorn, baby unicorn, baby unicorn.
All right. Well, the last I saw them, they were out in the woods back yonder. So we might be traversing back that way. I think if y'all were coming back that way, but I mean, I might be able to track us back to where the family originally was. So
you
I don't know
tracked, you did track the baby unicorn a little ways towards Linerin, which is what brought you here. So you know it's in the area.
perfect. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I guess I'll take the lead once we're heading out. I'll put money on the bar and get ready to skedaddle.
Yeah, the price of the
If we're-
breakfast was included in the ring, so you don't have to worry about that.
If we're going to go hunt down a unicorn, as you say, I'm not so familiar with land mammals, but if we're going to hunt down the unicorn, is there anything that we might need?
Well, we're not exactly hunting unicorns. And with that, you can see, like, his eyes are getting a little bit, like, glowing embers, almost. Like, as soon as you said that, something bristled him the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not exactly hunting these creatures, boy. What we're going to do is
We're going to save them.
we're going to save her, bring her back home. And I just realized Discord,
Yeah.
I need to be on Do Not Disturb. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad. How do I do that? Wait a minute.
Click on your profile thing in the bottom
Yeah,
left
at
corner.
the bottom, there's a thing. The little green icon.
Oh my God! I just learned I could do that!
Yeah!
Thank you guys for pointing that out in the chat. Remember, if there's ever an audio or visual issue, please let us know so we may fix it. Thank you for pointing that out. We do appreciate it.
Just let us know.
Thank you. Yeah, so, I can't even... Oh, yeah. We're not going to hunt these things, this creature down. We're going to save her, bring her back to her family, and hopefully heal her. From what I understand, the hunters did a nasty little number on giving her a wound, and maybe taking off some of her, or harming some of her horseshoes.
Is there a number? What number was it?
Are going to be an issue?
DM, should I know anything? I don't
What was the
want to...
question again?
Like, is there anything that I would want to tell these guys to know about going to find a unicorn and any trouble we might come along the way?
None that springs to mind.
She's a fairly
What about
docile.
the hunters?
Hunters are dead.
I took
They're
care
all
of her.
dead.
Yep. leader, Corvus Riddle, I think his name was. I took care of him and all of everything.
Oh, and I'm gonna look to the others. I'm gonna look to Audra and Jason, and be like, "Oh, we knew that guy. Oh, well,
That's someone we probably should have killed.
No, knew of him, not friends. Do not know. Nope, bad man. He was also trying to hunt. You can tell that it's kind of rubbed the wrong way. What he said is that a good friend of ours, Herman Vander. He wanted us to help find a displacer beast that was lost, and this guy, this man that you've slain, he was also hunting it, and we thought he must have bad intentions for it. He was going to sell it off to some wizard. But we stopped him, and we saved the displacer beast, and we gave it to Herman, and Herman made sure it went back to where it came from. Alive, obviously. But
maybe this just shows us that
associates of this man. We just knew of him. Sorry, my mistake.
Were you... Well, firstly, was the displacer beast harmed in any way?
No, we made sure not to. Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, this guy couldn't even throw a net at it, so...
Hey, listen, that was one time! Okay? There's a lot of rope on those things.
Audra just pipes up, she's like, well, we had to kind of, it wanted to kill us, so we had to, subdue it with rope and stuff. But after that, it was so cute. And it was so fluffy, and we took it back, and then Herman sent it home.
Audra wanted to keep it as a pet.
I did. It was real cute.
If y'all think a displacer beast is cute, just wait till you get to the little girl that we're gonna be looking after here.
Can we kill this? No, can we keep this unicorn? Not kill, keep. Can we keep this unicorn?
Well, given that's my field of research, and given that I am studying creatures in their natural habitat, and creatures that should stay in their natural habitat...
No is the short answer, Jason.
Unicorns are...
my
unicorns...
natural habitat would be the ocean. You don't see me complaining.
Unicorns are quite intelligent, and if they ever do form companionships, it is of their own volition. They're not kept as pets. It's more like, you are my rider, I protect you.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't know this.
Yeah, but Wilderblaze would know that.
Thank you. I would not suggest that you attempt to domesticate the critter that we're going to be looking after. But should she choose to appreciate your company over the dangers of the wilderness, well, that's up to her. Do with that information as you will.
Guys, where's this baby unicorn? Where is she? Let's go find let's go do some good. Guys.
Alright. I would like to lead them on the track that I had earlier.
So you guys get on the road, and you get in your car, and you head towards the last, where the trail left off, where you had last given up, and headed into the
DM?
It's not long. It's very close to town. It's around about an hour you spend on the cart.
Jason's going to be reading his Constitution book.
Yep. And that's where you get to the entrance of the wood where you had left it. You left a little stave in the ground with a little ribbon tied around it. And that's where you see, caught on a branch, there is a single strand of silver hair, which is where you picked up the trail.
That's the name of the episode. Sorry.
Oh.
Roll credits.
So, could someone to make a survival check with advantage, please? Whoever's taking the lead on the tracking.
definitely not Long Shadow.
Jason.
I mean, Wildebeest is the one like leading the charge
Yeah.
anyway, so he should probably be the one
Jason's
who makes
got
it.
a really good survival, but I'm role playing it for survival at ocean. It's not survival.
So make a survival check with advantage, please.
Also, is my name Wildebeest now? Is that what y'all determined?
Wildebeest. Did I say Wildebeest?
I'm sorry, my brain hurt. Yeah, that was my fault.
Wilderblaze. Apologies.
Wilderblaze.
I hate everything. I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Oof.
Get you a dice that respects you, Britt.
I didn't. Yeah, that's a solid 6.
Yeah. It takes you a little while. You spend about an hour, kind of trying to pick up the trail and end up exiting the woods where you entered.
Do you even know where you're going? What is this shit? I thought you know where we were.
Should I try and lead, maybe?
This is right where we started.
If you'd like to kind of scatter and try and find the next, like try and find the each thing, then you can each make one.
So 13.
Hey, I'm gonna also send Rusty off separately to do his own search as well.
Okay. What's the range of Rusty?
Rusty can talk to me telepathically within, I believe, 100 feet. I can pull that up. But I can give him orders separate of myself.
Yeah, so you can send him to just kind of go in a direction for a while.
Yeah, and then come back.
Okay.
Let me see here. Yeah. Okay, for myself, that is quite low. And then for Rusty, that seems to be a 14.
For Rusty, it's 14. Britt, what did you get on your second one? If you are rolling again. And Hex, what did you get?
Jason got an 18, but I'm kind of reluctant to. I don't want to be participating.
Yeah.
I rolled it because you asked for it, but
it's completely voluntary. If you guys want to, because I'm feeling like now you're trying to independently pick up the trail. So it's a matter of if you are actually trying. Audra rolled a nat 1. She's still hungover.
That makes sense.
So.
7.
What did you get? 7.
7.
Okay. So it takes you guys are it's not doing too well. It takes you a little while, and none of you seem to be finding any traces of it, and then eventually you feel a slight nibble at your toe, Long Shadow, as Rusty appears and is pulling you in a direction.
Small thing. Have you found it?
Nods.
All right, everyone. I believe my familiar has found a trace of the unicorn.
So you all follow this ferret into the woods, and eventually you pick up. It's slightly dried, but it's the extant remains of a few drops of silver blood.
That's some Harry Potter shit going on.
Yes.
Not quite a pool, but it's basically the dirt has got a very slight silver sheen on it where the blood has dried.
This can't be good. How fresh is it?
It's completely dried, so it's from the night before.
Jason's gonna lick it.
It tastes.
He's gonna dip a finger on the blood, and then put the finger in his mouth.
I mean, you've mostly got dirt, as it is dried. It does taste a little tingly. I think it's the right word. The best I can describe it. There's magic to it.
There's certainly something not right with this.
That's right. You're drinking unicorn blood. That's what's not right with it.
I'm trying to find out where it is. I don't know exactly what we're.
How can I see the blood if I don't taste it? So yeah, and it doesn't take you long to catch on to the rest of the trail. Every few meters there are another couple of drops, and it takes you a little while, but eventually you stop following the trail and you start following some sounds. You hear the sound of a young woman's voice. You hear the crashing of water and the distressed whinnies of a young horse.
I like water.
Eating.
Yeah, you the voice you hear seems to be pleading almost. You're saying, "No, they didn't mean it. Stop. Go back to sleep." And you guys start hightailing it.
Wait, Wilderblaze, wait! Oh, guys, we gotta go. Just gonna run through.
Yeah, Jason's running.
Long
Jason's
Shadow
sprinting.
gonna be towards the back, and when we get towards the actual clearing, he's gonna kind of like break off to the side and try and stay out of sight and see what's going on.
So you eventually run far enough, and you start to see a light entering the woods where the forest clears out, and there is a large circle of trees in this clearing, and at the center is this ornate white marble palace. Temple. They're in the form of a pool. It's a very small temple. It's more of a shrine, I guess. In the form of a pool. At the center of there's a statue of a goddess holding the moon in one hand and a bow in the other. In front of this pool, you see the child unicorn. Between the unicorn and the pool is a young woman with pallid blue skin and hair that seems to float as if underwater. And then you see in the water a hulking giant water elemental that is bearing down on the two of them with an arm raised, ready to strike. The young woman is pleading in front of them. She said, "No, go back to sleep. They didn't mean any harm."
To the water elemental.
Yeah, to the water elemental. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yup.
Yo, we've been playing for like almost 3 hours, and I haven't had to roll a dice yet. Nice.
Ooh.
All right, metal dice, don't fail me.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Oh, Aaron's got good as well. I've got good.
All my
Yo.
are disrespectful to me today.
Okay,
Oh no, Britt.
Cade.
17 plus 2, 19.
Jason.
I was excited to. I adopted a new feature today with my new level, so I got extra to initiative. So I was excited to use that for the first time. Rolled a 6.
Okay.
So a 6 plus 6 is 12 to initiative.
Oh, I'm so sad for you. I'm sorry,
12.
X.
Okay. Long Shadow.
Long Shadow also has a little bit of a buff to initiative today after his ABI last this most recent level. So he's got an 18 plus 5, which is 23.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Wilderblaze.
Right, so with temporal awareness, that gives me a +4 with my intelligence modifier, so that will be a zesty 13.
Terrific. Okay.
It's weird that the rogue is going last.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gutted.
entirely last.
Fucking gutted.
Sorry, bud.
So yeah,
We're
that would
supposed to
mean
be
top of the round
boys.
would be Long Shadow.
Long Shadow. Okay, taking quick. Like Long Shadow is very quick in his thinking. So it looks like this elemental seems to be attacking because something did something to it, and it's taking that out on the unicorn and the girl is the basis of this situation.
You've heard what you've heard. Draw your initiative.
Okay, cool. Shit. All right. How far am I from the girl and the unicorn?
You would be around about 30 feet.
30 feet.
It's about 30 feet between the edge of the
God.
clearing and the edge of
Do
the
I
pool.
attack the elemental? I think I might have to.
Yeah.
So, Long Shadow's gonna pop up, activating his blade song along the way, which will increase his movement speed. And he will go ahead and ready an attack if the elemental decides to continue attacking. He will not be the first one to strike.
Okay.
Ooh.
And that will be his turn.
As you get to that, the young girl actually she sees you now, and then she turns to you and goes, "You have to stop it, please."
Okay, cool. Cool. Then maybe I will just use my attack. Okay, I
Um,
think I might just use my attack then.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
'Cause she's not in the initiative order, so.
All right. Let's see here. That's plus 7 to hit. So that's a saucy 20.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
Okay. Gonna be
Surprisingly.
that'll 9 points of piercing damage as my saber comes up and just slashes across it.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah, you just come forward and you slash your blade through it. This counts as a magical attack because of your blade singing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Blade singing. It's very cool.
So yeah, and you just slash through the water. However, you are just impacting water, so it's unclear how much damage you've done.
I'm the cat who's like pawing at the water faucet as it's going by. I'm just like, what's happening?
Just, and you just hope for the best.
Will have taken damage, right?
Probably.
Probably, it's water.
I need it for something I might do on my turn. I need to know if it's been hurt.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, no, that we don't know. That's the whole point.
It's been hit.
It's been hit. Cool.
Cade, there you're next.
All right. I am going to rush up and what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? That's a good question. I'm going to do what I think I was going to do. Because spells and stuff. Choices. I am going to, you know what? I asked, so I'm going to do it. I am going to Toll Dead even. And it has been injured, so
he has to.
That's a.
I have to roll a save, right?
It's a Whiz 14.
Yeah, he passes.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Ooh.
So it does nothing, right?
Yeah, you just ring your sword against the ground, creating this dolorous toll that doesn't seem to phase the heaping mass of water in front of you.
Guys, that didn't work. Bad. And he's gonna kind of. He did that from a range. The range on it is 60 feet, so he's done that from 60 feet. He's not.
You're off about 30 feet away. You're at the edge of the clearing.
He's done it from about 30 feet. He's not getting any closer. He's just gonna. He's done his action. Don't really have any bonus actions. He's gonna wait then. I think that's all you can really do at the minute. Is just wait. Kind of be like, oh, that didn't work. That sucks.
If that is everything, then it is going to be Wilderblaze.
Right, okay. So, Wilderblaze is going to take out his quarterstaff, point with that purple crystal toward the water elemental. Immediately, it's going to say, "You will leave her alone!" And that crystal is going to glow red. I'm going to cast Cause Fear.
Okay.
At the elemental.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so
I
he has
love
to make
that
a
the
wisdom
burrito is
save.
a quarterstaff.
What's the DC?
15.
He does pass, unfortunately. Or it does pass, unfortunately. I rolled a 17. Plus nothing.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
gonna stop using that die. It keeps rolling high. And that would be next up is Audra, who is going to, seeing the unicorn in danger, is just going to fly into a rage and streak right past Long Shadow, just heaving her greatsword straight into the elemental's chest. And definitely hit with an 18 plus however much Audra has. She's got her storm aura. And okay, so that also needs to make a dex save, which it fails. So Audra is going to do 1d8. Wait, no. How much is a greatsword? Is 2d6. 2d6. That's a 4 and a 3 plus 4. That's a 11 plus 1d6 lightning damage. And that's a 6. That's 17 points of damage. However, things. So yes. Yeah. Okay. Which would mean next up is Jason.
DM, out of interest, upon my many years at sea, have I ever seen anything similar to this creature?
You would have seen something vaguely similar. It's called a water weird, which is a kind of a weaker form of water elemental. However, water elementals are normally intentionally made.
Yep.
Water weirds occur more naturally.
Yeah. Alright, brilliant. In terms of distance between me and the creature at the moment?
feet.
30 total, yeah.
30 total. You do have 2
God
allies
damn
next
it.
to it.
Yeah, I know this. I know these things. Jason is going to move 25 feet, so he's within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay.
Or I'm moving 30 feet to be within 5 feet.
So if you want to be...
I'll move the foot.
Yeah, okay. If you want to be next to it, then 30 feet. If you want to be 5 feet away from it, 25 feet.
Cool, yeah, I'll move the 30 feet. And what I'm going to do is... I'm not even going to bother to be cocky with this one. I'm going straight in for the scimitar. I'm going in for one strike with the main hand. Going for the center of the chest.
Okay.
Not great. 7 plus 6 is 13 to hit.
13 to hit doesn't hit, unfortunately.
God damn it! I'm making a second strike then.
Okay. Yeah, so you
my
go in
bonus
with your first weapon, and it's just the force of this spinning water. You just can't sink your blade in.
Yeah, no worries. That is a lot better. That is a lot. That's 1 off the crit, so that's 19 plus 6 is 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Definitely hits. So it's going to be a d6 plus 4. The 1 plus 4. So that's 5. And then I get 2d6 now because I'm level 3 rogue.
Woo!
So, attack. That's 5. Oh, nice, it's gone off the thing. Where's it gone? Oh, I landed on the floor. Now, before I say the number, am I allowed the number that rolled,
Nope.
or should I roll it again?
Roll it again. On the table.
Roll it again. I rolled a 6 on the floor.
Oh.
I rolled a 2. That's 2 plus 5 plus 5 is 12 total slashing damage.
Okay.
That's abysmal in comparison to what I can do, but...
But it's not nothing. Okay. Is that everything?
I've used my movement, my bonus action, and my action. I think that is everything.
Okay, then next up would be... it's going to make 2 attacks. 9 plus 7... 16 does not... Oh, it does hit Audra. So that is going to be... 4 points of damage to Audra. Oh, whatever. I'll keep track of that. Which is halved, so that's 2 points of damage to Audra. Nothing.
Oh, nice.
And then the other one was a 3 plus 7. 10 does not hit Long Shadow, so you're good.
Yeah.
Not with my current 20 AC. Yeah, yeet.
Then it's also going to move. It's take a step out of the pool and just engulf Audra and attempt to whelm her. And Audra needs to make a
If it's moving, do I get an opportunity attack or not?
It's moving within range of you because it's large. You guys, it's still within range of the 3 of you. And it's going to attempt to engulf Audra. Audra needs to make a strength save, which she makes. And Audra just manages to push herself out of the water before it begins to pummel her.
Yep.
Next up is top of the round, Long Shadow.
Long Shadow. Okay, Long Shadow sees this creature, and he does not have a lot of things that are great against singular opponents. So he's going to make an attack, but this time, seeing this like storm aura pouring off of Audra, he's going to begin to speak some arcane incantations and pull some of that thunder towards his blade and sheath it in the blade before he makes his attack.
Okay.
He will be casting Booming Blade.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Let's see here. 15 plus 7, that's going to be 22.
22 hits.
22. And that'll be the normal weapon damage. Oh, that's 1, so 6 points of weapon damage. But now, let me double check if I read the spell correctly. Yes, so now if it willingly moves before the start of my next turn, it will take 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
Thunder.
Right, so that is a 6 points of damage flat, and then if it moves, it'll take a d8. Cool. Is that everything?
Yep, that's everything he's got.
Next up is Cade.
Okay. I can't do 2 spells in 1 turn.
Unless one of them's cantrip.
It's not. Rip. Never mind. Right, what I'm going to do then is I am going to... Cade's going to see that his Toll of Dead failed. He's going to look at it and he's going to have a moment. And he's going to look down his sword and be like, this'll work. He's going to aim his sword at it and it's going to start crackling with lightning. He's going to blast it with Witch Bolt.
Okay. So yeah, you just bring up your sword and from your hand... Yeah, from your hand it travels up the blade and arcs out in a chain of lightning that just attempts to embed itself in.
That's a natural 20.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, it definitely just sinks itself into the water elemental, and the entire thing begins to crackle with lightning.
That's 4d12, right?
So did you cast it at second level?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm Warlock, so I do it at second level anyway.
2d12, isn't it?
So it's 2d. It's saying 2d12 for me.
Yeah. So you said 4d12.
2d12.
Oh right, yeah. So in a
so 4 because double dice because natural 20.
2d12 and double the outcome.
Oh, double the outcome. Sorry, different rules. Yeah. All right. 8 plus 11. Oh, that's 19. Double that. That's
Jesus.
Maths. It's
19 double is 38.
Double 19. 38. 38 damage.
Bloody hell. So okay.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing begins to just crackle with things, and you see the part where the witch bolt embedded itself. On the other side, what you guess to be its shoulder in this weird mass of water, a massive chunk of water just blows out and sinks back into the pool. The thing greatly reduced in size now.
Poor.
And
Glad Audra wasn't engulfed in that, 'cause that would have messed up my turn.
That
would have been real bad.
Wilder Blaze. Assuming that's everything that Cade wants to do.
Yeah, that's all he can do. He doesn't really have any bonus actions that he can do. So that's that's it.
Okay.
Great. All right. So, how far away am I from how far away? Accent. How far away am I from
Well,
from
you didn't
water?
move last turn, so about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Cool. I would like to move a little bit closer. Can I? How do I phrase this? With your table rules, is it an entire action to make a perception check or any kind of ability check to see if anything?
No, that would be a free action.
Okay. Yeah. Can I check to see how the unicorn's doing? Just.
Yeah, if you want to just do a quick little perception check to just check it. I mean, I wouldn't even make you roll for that. You can see how it's doing. It's yeah, it does have some small wounds that have begun to kind of scab over. It's panicked right now, and it's kind of cowering behind this little girl, this young woman. Make me an Arcana check, real quick.
Ooh.
All right. 16 plus 7.
Yeah, that's enough. You'd recognize the young woman. You wouldn't recognize who she is, but you'd recognize what she is. She's a water nymph.
Oh,
that's cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Good to know. Right.
What is your action then?
Right. So my action is going to be moving a little bit closer, like maybe 10 feet closer. And then I am going to see if I can do this. Let me just reread what this spell is, or what I can actually do this. Force a creature. How big is this elemental?
Large,
Is it
so
large?
10 feet.
Large. Okay. Cool. So I would like to cast momentary stasis on it.
Okay.
So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and if it fails, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of my next turn, or until it takes any damage. While it's encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay.
Oh,
So, yeah, it rolled a 10 total. And it fails, so, yeah, you just, come forward and just throw your arms up as if you're throwing almost a sheet, and this cylinder of magical energy just wraps itself around the water elemental. It tries to push past it, but you see the water just crash against it as if it's met an invisible wall, and it can no longer move.
Right. Cool. And then I would like to take the rest of my movement to move up to the girl in the uniform, so I can get ready to shield in case anything else happens.
Okay. So that lasts until the end of your next turn, or until it takes damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Orja's turn. And, so are you going to tell the party anything about this?
Didn't realize I could do that. Well, yeah, as I cast that and run over to the girl and the unicorn, I'm going to shout over to them, no one deal damage to this thing until we can get these two out of here. If you hurt this, not if you hurt, if you deal damage to this thing, the spell ends.
Okay. Now we cut to Raging Audra, who's going to make a wisdom save to see if she understood you.
Ooh. I mean, she's raging.
Wait,
Yeah, that's a 7 minus 1. And Audra's going to swing at this thing. And miss, so that's fine.
Also, I'd like to say, yes, don't do damage to this thing. Cade's just looking down at his sword that's got a lightning bolt going between the end of his sword and this thing going,
Well, yeah, that's up to
constantly
you.
doing
You're not constantly. It's you choose to like put another. It's like you're holding a taser, and it's your choice if you want to put another blast of electricity into him.
I'm still connected to it though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's inert until you decide to deal another blast of damage to it.
Okay.
It's like this chain of potential between the two of you making you.
But it's already been broken anyway, so.
Jason.
Nah, she missed.
She missed.
Oh. Fair.
Jason.
Out of interest, positioning wise of the field, the battle map, where is Cade in relation to Jason? Jason's obviously adjacent to the beats.
Yeah, Cade's still
As
way
the
back.
elemental. Where has way back, as in directly
He hasn't
behind
moved.
Jason?
He hasn't moved. He's 30 feet behind you.
Yeah. So, I'm personally picturing this lightning bolt coming past, as in not striking it at all, but coming past over my shoulder, sort of thing.
So actually, I'd say Cade would be directly behind Audra, since Audra had to take a step back, and then the three of you are kind of surrounding it. So you could like look up, and we would see it in the thing's shoulder.
Yeah, but it's not too close to me.
No. Also, the thing's way bigger than you, so it would have gone way over your head.
Cool. All right, no worries. Jason. I don't know. Listening to Will the Blaze. It's gonna just be like.
You have to hold your action.
No storage.
Hold action.
Yeah, I wanna. Yeah.
Okay. You're holding an attack. What's the trigger?
Not even gonna hold the attack. I'm gonna disengage and move 15 feet away.
Okay. I wouldn't even need to disengage, honestly, because it's incapacitated.
Well, actually, technically, I don't need to disengage anyway because of Where is it? Oh, come on.
Is it fancy footwork?
Sorry, fancy footwork. There we go.
Well, either way, it's incapacitated right now, so it can't attack you.
Yeah.
With that, it is its turn, and it can't do anything, so it's Long Shadow's turn.
Long Shadow, not familiar with chronology as a study, but familiar with what the effect of the spell is kind of doing. He's going to be behind it, and as soon as it charges, he's going to hold another booming blade. Like, as soon as it goes off to fight something else. It seems
so
like everyone else is...
for attack with booming blade.
Yes.
Wait, is booming blade a bonus action?
It is a... no, it is a cantrip that I cast with a melee attack as part of the spell.
Okay, cool.
It's an action.
Then it is Wilderblaze's turn. No, Cade's turn.
So we're currently all just holding, right?
You can't hold Witch Bolt. You either deal damage or you dispel it.
I'm so sorry.
So it's just like incapacitated right now?
It can't. It's trapped in an arcane prison, basically.
I mean, for what it's worth, my turn is next, so...
But we wouldn't really... Would I be able to communicate in the time that I've got before I decide whether I do it or not?
You can't really have a conversation about the minutiae of a spell effect, unfortunately.
Can I just say, should I stop?
You wouldn't be able to get a response, is the issue.
Well, they said specifically, to stop on
Alright, yeah. I'll have to dispel it.
Okay.
Yep. Which ball goes?
And are you doing anything? You holding anything?
Yes. I'm going to hold action.
It's not like you wasted. It's not like you wasted Witch Bolt. You dealt a hefty portion of damage with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. So basically, if it breaks free and starts attacking things again, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. Wilderblaze.
Good do.
So, just to clarify, hang on a minute, I want to see if it's at the end of my turn or the beginning of my turn.
Sorry?
I want to see if momentary stasis is until the end of my next turn. Okay, so we have until my turn, and then momentary stasis is broken. So, I guess I would technically be taking disengage for my action. To get the unicorn and the nymph.
It's not actually within 5 feet of you anymore because of the step it took to whelm Audra. So you are not you're not in range of it right now.
Great. So I'm gonna use a free action to communicate to the nymph and try to at least gesture to the unicorn. We need to leave now. That thing isn't going to be incapacitated forever. And try to move it as far away as possible within my movement.
Okay. The nymph nods and she's like, please just, if you can beat it, it'll just go back into the water. And then she's like trying to lead the unicorn away. And yeah, with the they can get about 30 feet away in that turn.
Great. And then I would like to hold my action. I would like to hold Fireball.
Okay. What's the trigger?
Once it starts coming at anybody, basically once momentary stasis splits off.
The second this thing, yeah, the second this thing attacks anyone, it's just going to be.
Who's ready for some flame grilled kitty? Because that's what Fireball's about to do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're holding Fireball, and next up is Audra, and that's when the thing drops, and Audra is going to attack. That's a 19 plus 6 plus 2. That just about hits. And then D6s. That's a lot. That's a 6 and a 5. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. And then so half of that is 8. And then lightning damage on top of that is 2, so that's 10 damage total from Audra as she swings her greatsword across this thing's stomach, whatever stomach it has, and you see the crackle of lightning arc off of one of her shoulders and connect with the body again, and you just hear this roar that sounds like a crashing wave. Next up is Jason.
When the held actions go off?
No, because it hasn't attacked.
No,
I thought it was when stasis drops.
You all said when it attacks something.
Yeah, I had when it moved.
Shit.
Yeah, that was
You're
mine.
right.
Wait,
Jason
did I
is.
say when stasis dropped?
Sorry?
Did I say when stasis drops?
You said when it attacks something.
Yep.
Shit. Never mind. Yep, carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Jason's going to move 15 feet back into its range. Attack once with the main hand for a scimitar. Seeing that Uldra has implemented the fighting again, he's going to be eager to join back in.
Okay, go for it.
Not great. 8 plus 6 is 14 to hit.
That just hits.
Does it?
Yep.
Brilliant. In that case, I'm going to throw my offhand scimitar, and I'm going to roll all the damage at once.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
That is a 16 plus 6 is 22.
22
That's
definitely
2 to
hits,
hit,
yeah.
Brilliant. So, nice. That's good. 13 plus 8 is 21 points of slashing damage.
21.
Nice.
Okay.
And that's with 2 1s.
Nice.
Nice.
That's dope.
So yeah, you just go in with your twin scimitars and just cutting into this thing as best you can. It's difficult to judge. It's just slashing your blades against water.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And
In
then
terms
it is.
of, I don't mean to. I know you know what I'm talking about, and I know that no one else knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
In terms of the type of damage that is being dealt to the creature, I'm curious. Is there like any sort of static that's left over that would that would cause anything or not?
Hey, you're the one who's put these rules on yourself for when you want to trigger that.
I have put these rules for myself. Yeah, absolutely.
If you think it's narratively the right time.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't want
excited
to. I don't want to
scared.
do anything. I want to. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. As his scimitars
So spooked.
connect with this water elemental, Jason's hair just kind of almost starts to lift up.
Goku?
With like just on its own.
God, he's water Goku.
He has like long shoulder length white hair, and his hair kind of lifts up like backwards that way and like outwards, almost like when you touch one of them like static balls where your hair starts to lift up like that. That's it.
Okay.
As he makes these 2 damages, 2 attacks into this water, his hair lifts up.
And that's when, with that hefty portion of damage, the water elemental is just going to crash one of its arms at you.
But as it does...
Yeah, let me... so that is 22 to hit you.
A 22 hits. It's
And
hard.
that is
Do it.
13... 17 points of damage to Jason. With one arm, and then everyone can take their held actions.
So we should all attack, and then the fireball goes off, right?
Okay, so yeah, in the order, it would go Long Shadow, Cade, and then Wilderblaze. So Long Shadow, take your held attack.
Lug Shadow gonna make his held attack. By the way, this uses his reaction, so this is gonna be
What
fun.
type of damage is this?
That hits. It's
yeah.
real
Bludgeoning
high.
damage.
So that's
Bludgeoning.
just gonna be another 8 points of piercing damage. And Long Shadow about to eat fire.
So what did you do?
Why is
How much-
Long Shadow's
now?
not talking like this. Aaron is talking.
How
like
much
this.
damage?
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Long Shadow about to eat fire.
So yeah, you just draw back your tuck blade and draw it across its chest. And Kate, you let off your Eldritch Blast. Make your attack roll.
Yeah, yeet. Oh, I'm rolling really well today. That's 18 plus 6.
That hits.
About to
It's
eat
the golden dice, man.
fire.
It's the golden dice. Right, okay. So that is
A golden
a
spin down die.
D10. Huh?
Golden spin down die.
Yeah.
Come on to you.
I wouldn't know how to, bud. You know me. I'm too dumb to work that out.
Come on to you.
Insight check?
That's 4 damage. So
4 damage.
You know, I can
Respectable.
I can hit in the 20s, but if I'm only doing 4 damage, you know.
It is a cantrip. I know it's the
I know.
Warlock's bread and butter, but it's a D10 cantrip.
Wait till next level will be a 2d10 cantrip.
So you just bring up your hand and just, as this bolt of force energy just extends from your wrist and slams itself into the water elemental, and that's when Wilderblaze creates this fire. The fire from his skin, just crawling up his arms into his palms, where he has a giant moat of fire that he hurls at the water elemental. Is Dex saves for us, right?
Oh, thank God.
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so I want everyone, apart from Cade, to make a Dex save.
Yep. I rolled well. I am quite sad because I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna be fine. I have absorb elements, and then I went, wait, attacks of opportunity require my reaction.
It's a good job Audra gets advantage on these things, because I rolled a 1.
Yup.
I rolled a 1 and a 20 for Audra.
Hey.
And then Jason, what did you roll?
17.
17,
That's
and then
11 plus 6.
the elemental is going to roll a 20. Okay, so everyone takes half damage. Roll your damage. Roll your 8d6 fire damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
but
no way Jason's not dropping.
I'm dead. I've got 3 HP.
Yeah, I was like,
No.
you just took almost all of your HP in a hit from the water
wait,
weird.
what's your
You need to finish that
Jason, what's
book,
your max
buddy.
HP?
He's not gonna be dead. He succeeded the saving throw. He's just gonna be down. Which
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? That is a zesty 24.
24, half that. It's
so
12.
you only take 12.
So
you're not
everyone takes
dead.
12. So yeah, and then you just all of you guys who are currently engaged with this would see, before any damage, you'd see the water change color from this aqueous blue to orange as this fire blasts it in the back, fills the water elemental, and then blasts out the sides, striking each of you. All of you managing to see this coming just with the small delay that the water elemental gave you, managed to duck out of the way, only taking a slight bit of the damage. And yeah. Wizards,
Oh, wait,
man.
Jason, are you down?
Hey, Mason, how many more hours do you have of reading your book?
Need to finish that book.
How many days are we in?
Quite a few.
So they
For
technically been,
reference,
like,
if I
what, 2
didn't
days? Takes a week, doesn't it?
succeed that saving throw, if I didn't succeed the saving throw, that would have been insta death.
Oh, wait, are you down there? Are you down right now?
Yeah, he's very much. He was at
He's
3
very
HP and then he
down.
took 12.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
He's
I'm
thankfully
down.
not dead.
Okay.
Very much down. If I did not succeed the saving throw, that would.
Our guest nearly murdered one of our main cast.
Yeah. Oh. Thanks, Brett.
Top of the round,
My pleasure.
it's Long Shadow.
Well, and also,
I'm
it was 1 point difference in of getting the insta kill.
I'm gonna combat roll over and just without even looking, just unstopper a health potion directly into Jason's mouth.
Okay, yeah. You instantly just spring into action and use your full action to just put the health potion down his throat.
All right,
2d4
and you
plus 2.
regain 4 plus 4, so max you regain 8
Nice.
health points.
Plus 2, so 10.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My brain.
10?
Yes, 10
10
hit points.
total.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cade. Assuming there's nothing else Longshadow wants to do with his bonus action.
No. That is all Long Shadow wanted to do.
Okay, seeing this and seeing that Jason's back up because his instinct was instantly going to be, oh no, friend down, bad. But seeing that Long Shadow's already tending to him, he can be like, okay. How messed up is this? Water we're looking?
It's very odd right now. It's currently it's struggling to hold its form as the inside of it is filled with steam. So it's now kind of bubbling up, and it's almost like the bubbles are trying to be pushed back in, trying to just keep its humanoid figure. Yeah, it's looking much the worse for wear.
All right. So with his 30 feet, he's gonna grip Shadow Cleaver. It's gonna be like, well, here we go, and he's gonna run towards this water elemental, jump up, grip it with both hands. Just give it a good old slash.
Okay, go for it. Roll your attack.
Oh my god, 15. I promise.
15 hits.
I will. You know what? I'll stop using this dice after this. 15.
15 hits.
Plus 6, so yeah, 21. I will use a different dice. The golden dice is OP. All right, 10.
So use it for your death saves.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, 9 plus 4.
9 plus 4. So yeah, you now, as Long Shadow is now hunched over Jason's body, just feeling him a health potion, you take this opportunity, you spring into action, you run forward, holding your sword with both hands, you springboard off of Long Shadow's back, and bring your sword down as hard as you can, cleaving the water elemental in half. Its two halves try to reform, they struggle, the droplets try to sew themselves back together, and it steps back, and all the water falls back into the pool. And the pool silences.
Jason,
Water thing is dead. We're good.
are you okay?
Where is your toys, me?
Jason,
I
you
think-
really gotta finish reading that book, man.
I think that you have said to me before that you feel like you need to atone for certain things. Maybe this is the universe saying you are right.
Oh, I think I've fucking told enough. Oh.
For what it's worth, son, you did good. I temporarily forgot that there was a zone that large on that kind. I got carried away. I'm sorry. We're glad you're here.
Wildeblaze, did you not remember this after the last time you almost burned down the Chronology Annex?
I'm fine.
Look,
Do you have a habit of this?
I almost die almost every time we fight, so it's no big deal. I'm okay. I'm here.
Look, I just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when I was casting Fireball last, and maybe this is just the universe trying to tell me to retire that spell. But it's in my nature,
Yeah,
and with that, he's gonna
At moments like this,
he's gonna
I flashback to before this campaign when everyone was rolling their characters, and Hex was like, "I'm gonna make Constitution my dump stat. I think that'll be really interesting."
Yeah, I mean, I like to challenge myself. What can I say? I like going down every session.
Do you know what I was thinking though? Do you know what
He
I was
did also
thinking?
make that decision when you guys had a cleric.
Yeah, that's
I was
well.
thinking,
Yeah.
we're getting quite near the end of this fight. Maybe we'll go a session without a player going down.
Why would
No,
you
You nearly
think that?
did. You nearly did. If it wasn't for Fireball. Anyway,
I forgot.
so
Oh dear.
Don't worry, honestly, Jason goes down every session. It's okay. He's used to near-death experiences.
so
He's not traumatized at all.
at this point, the young woman who had been protecting the unicorn, now sheepishly comes forward, or leading the unicorn slightly. He goes, "Thank you so much. It's not its fault. It's meant to do that, and it's meant to protect this place, and when this one, and she strokes the head of the unicorn, tried to drink from the pool, it mistook her for someone of ill will.
I can imagine that'd be a easy mistake to make. Oh. He looks at the water nymph for the first time.
She's very, very beautiful. She has she reminds you a little bit of Audra, if Audra were more elemental than she is.
Okay.
Rather than green, she's blue. And she has this very pallid skin that it's not like Audra always looks a little bit like she's sweating due to her nature. She looks more like she's glowing.
Oh wow. Kate's gonna straighten up, sword over his shoulder, just like, we're glad we could help you. You've been taking care of this unicorn. It's who we came looking for. Thank you for keeping him safe.
I try. You showed just after the water elemental came. It's in the nick of time. There's not much I could have done against it. I thought of nothing else but to shield it with my body. It's not meant to hurt me, so.
Well, I'm glad we could help.
Thank you. We thank you for that sacrifice, and we're just happy to have been here. How long has this little one been here? Did you notice her prior to the water elemental?
Yes. So she came to drink. That's when I noticed her. Was when I'm tied to this place. I sort of. It's hard to explain. I am this place, but I'm also me. If you've met a nymph before.
And what is this place?
DM question.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. What in terms of like environment surrounded by this is are we standing at the foot of a lake?
It's a.
What is this body of water?
Is
it a river? Is it a lake? Is it a quarry?
It's like a 60-foot pool made of white marble, of the purest white marble. It's decorated with stuff that is slightly off-white that you recognise from the previous town. Freshwater. That you recognise to be moonstone.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that this place at night would be a truly splendid sight.
Oh wow.
It looks necessarily man-made.
Yes. There's a statue in the centre of a goddess that you don't recognise.
Cool. Yeah, Jason. That's it.
I don't.
Cool.
You can make me a religion check if you want to try.
Sure, I have proficiency, so -1, so it kind of balances it out. I'll be 14 plus 1, but -1. Okay. So I have a plus 1 in religion, but a -1 intelligence. That's just flat, isn't it?
What? No, if you're proficient, you get +2.
Okay, so
plus 1
15
overall.
then. 15, yeah.
How long have you been playing D&D? Yes, so you'd recognise... You don't know her name. You recognise a goddess of the moon. That much is pretty easy to get from the iconography.
Yep.
Yep.
I wonder which one it could be.
It's one of the faces of the goddess of the moon, or the god of the moon. Some of the forms are male, some of them are female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of astronomy basis with sailing, would Jason be familiar at all or not?
Not with this form at all.
Cool.
Completely different pantheon to your god.
Yep.
He's gonna kind of like look at this pool, like shrine thing. He's gonna turn to the nymph and he's gonna say, what is this place? Like what? How? Sorry. Rude of me. What is your name?
I don't have a name per se. I
have a name.
This is the Silver Pool. If you wish to call me that, if that would help.
Silver. I like that name.
Certainly.
Cage, put your dick in your pants.
Yeah, the boy has a crush.
Huh? What? I don't.
Boy, now is not the time for this.
Kate's not looking. He's like, what do you mean? It's just asking her name. It's polite, Jason.
It's okay if you like the nymph. It's okay to like the nymph, but just don't be so thirsty with it, okay? You got to play it cool. When you like a female, you have to.
If you are
Jason.
there is water if you have thirst.
Put my cigar in my mouth and
I think Kate would certainly
Is she
like.
trying to seduce me? I don't know. Who's trying to seduce who
So
here?
this is
No
Kate.
one is trying to seduce anyone. Y'all just. Kate is baby is all I'm saying.
When
you met
she
Kate?
says that, Kate's gonna go bright red.
She just looks confused.
Nope.
Here, boy,
I'm
drink
good.
up. Handing my canteen of tea to.
I'm fine.
I need to stop reading
I
the
have
chat.
More
I
chocolate
think
milk if you
Kate
are
wants
indeed
to speak-
thirsty.
I am not. No, I'm not. That's not. No.
Drink from the pool. Drink from the pool. It's right there.
Now we learn from
The
that,
nice
boy.
lady water wants you to drink from her pool. Drink from the pool.
Is it?
So
like-
I would like to see if the unicorn's okay. Like, can I tend to its wound?
Oh yeah.
So you head over to the unicorn, and yeah, it is a little worse for it. It's still limping a little bit. You can just spend some time. Make a medicine check. Unless you want to use some, unless you've got some kind of magical means of healing, then just make a medicine check.
I'm looking for it, but I can't. I was not that smart. All I have is detect poison and disease. Can I check to see if this thing is harmed in that way?
Yeah, you
sorts?
can. Yeah, you can. You spend a little time. Is that like a ritual, or are you using it as a Yeah, it's a full spell. Okay. Yeah, you wave your hands over it and start doing your magic, and it doesn't seem to be poisoned. You would know that unicorns are very, very resistant to any kinds of toxins. They're not immune, but they are resistant. We've
Whoops.
lost Hex.
We've lost a Hex. Oh no. Where did he go?
So
I am now both Hex and Aaron. I am long.
It's fine. I've changed the layout.
The longest shadow. Oh, he's back.
He's back. There we go. So
Happen. Medicine check though. I do have. Okay, all right. That's not bad.
And I'd say you've got some rudimentary medical supplies on you. So yeah, you managed to just begin patching up the unicorn as best you can, tending to its like just realigning various things that it's like dislocated. Just seeing that it's okay. I just hit my mic. Sorry. And yeah, so back to the rest of the party.
Yeah, no.
Hex is returned. We're good.
Hex is returned. Hello, Hex.
Hex is back. Hello.
Hex is
We killed your character while you were gone. You got to
Yes.
roll a new guy.
I stabbed him in the face 3 times. It's great. Yeah, no. I don't know. Does anyone want to say anything? I mean, at the minute, like, despite you guys like teasing and stuff, like, Kate is a little taken aback by this very good-looking nymph. That's just, just here. At the mention of like the whole like drinking from the pool thing, like again, he does start thinking about that. It's like, what's the like complications behind that? It's like in his head, and he's like, is that weird?
I'm not going to pretend to know.
Huh?
I'm not, as the DM, I'm not going to pretend to know.
No,
that would
he's
be
thinking
like.
in his head. He's like, is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. Am I drinking her technically? No, don't think about that. That's weird. That's really weird.
Silver, as you've dubbed her, she speaks to you and she's like, I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't showed up when you did. You're welcome to stay here if you need to tend your wounds. The water is very clean. It doesn't have healing properties, but it has spiritual.
Spiritual?
It's
What
blessed,
spirit?
blessed by the Lady of the Hunt and Moon.
Jason's already. But Jason, that's rude. The
water
from
tastes
those
great.
hints that she's given us. Would I know?
She doesn't seem to mind when Jason does it.
Jason's gonna like
when
wash his
Jason
face
does
and
it. Okay.
and his hair in the water.
She minds a little bit more at that. She's like, I'd rather you didn't clean yourself in the water.
Jason, I wouldn't.
Jason, we do not
Jason.
wash our pits in the pool of sacred tears.
No, just his hair, not his bits.
Yeah. Would Kate know from saying that?
If you need
Ghost of
water,
the Hunt,
I
would she
can.
know?
I can. If you need water, I can. And she produces, as if from nowhere, this decanter.
Oh.
And she hands it to you, and it's like, this is this is connected to the pool, but does not draw directly from it. It will give you some water if you wish for more. I'd just rather you didn't wash in my pool. If you need to wash, this is here.
Yeah, Jason. I'm
not washing.
Jason.
Can I cast suggestion on Jason?
Sure. Make a wisdom save, Jason.
Right.
Guys, I thought we were gonna go with the whole session without Jason murdering someone.
No, but Will the Blaze might.
I'm not murdering
Oh, no.
people.
Right.
Oh, not great. That's a 10 plus 3, 13.
Fails.
15.
Fails. So yeah. What did
Yeah,
you
I
What did
would
you
like-
suggest?
Yeah, I'm gonna look to Jason and go, son, you are gonna want to step away from that pool. You might want to let the water nymph, of Miss Silver here, cleanse you with the water that she is suggesting, and you might want to just hush up and rest for a while.
Are you speaking this audibly, or is this something that Jason is just having happen to him?
No, there's a
I'm
vocal
gonna say
component
this-
to it. So
I am going to say this in primordial to you.
Okay. Yeah, Jason's just gonna perk up and back in primordial. Ah, yes. I think I'm down here.
That's right. You're a good boy. Good. You're good, son. You're good. Gonna look to the water nymph. I'm so sorry. I just met these folks just clear yesterday, but they're good folk. They're good folk. I think.
I think.
they helped save the unicorn. So yes,
So
That's what
yes,
we
they
came
are
here to do.
quite.
she seems a little awkward. She's not used to speaking to people. You get the impression. She's every time like everyone's not talking to her, she edges a little closer to her pool.
At first, when she's doing that, just because of like the positioning, Cade's gonna initially think she's inching closer to him, and he's gonna be a bit like, and then just be like, oh, yeah, yep. He's still quite red. So well, I'm glad we could help you, and if you be willing to let us stay here, I suppose. I mean, this is Moonstone, correct?
Partially, yes.
Partially.
By the way, it's about midday. Where you're at right now.
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, if it were later in the day, it would be lovely to stay here, and I imagine the view of the stars from here is quite amazing. With the
Jason,
glow of the
Kate,
moonstone.
maybe you should come back here at nighttime to come see your friend.
Kate goes bright red again. It's like, I mean,
Long Shadow? What date would you say might be available for Kay to come do this? What dates might happen to be open that we are not doing anything on that
If
specific
they were
date?
to want to organize on a date, perhaps when we are on our way back from the cabin.
He's gonna like he's bright red, but he's like looking to this nymph to see how she's reacting to
She's
this.
taken a step into the pool.
Done.
What's her face?
She's really confused.
I apologize.
She's not. You have to remember, she's not human.
I know,
and anyone
I know,
who tries
I'm
to
aware.
get here gets pummeled by a water elemental.
Maybe you should come back at night on a
Maybe
separate date.
poor girl be. Good company shared with a good beverage is all well and good, but it seems she has her own beverages, her own water taken care of. So maybe we should all run home.
Yes.
I mean, we did just kill any company that she has.
Jason, it's not dead. He says that last word a bit unsure. Because it's like, it's water? Can water die? Is that a thing?
He
says that in his head.
Okay.
He says that last bit in his head, but that's why he's like, die? Because he's like unsure. He doesn't know.
I don't know. Having never died.
And maybe we shouldn't test that. My dear, you have been a wonderful service to all of us. Thank you very kindly. We're going to return this foal to its family. You go about all of your missions of the hunt or whatever. We'll be about our way.
Well, as thanks, I would, if you'd like to keep the decanter as thanks for the good service you've done here today.
Kate's just gonna like awkwardly take it from her.
And then, when you go forth to do more good deeds such as this, I can help you more.
That's very kind of you. And I'm sure these folk will be doing plenty of good deeds in the future. Thank you.
Kate's just gonna hold it and be like, well, whenever myself or my friends drink from it, we'll think of you. Just say that, just awkwardly. By the way, I'm playing him. He is so awkward. By the way, he's purposely awkward.
Yeah,
just gonna like this moment of just like awkwardness.
We're gonna play till 11, guys, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna kind of like turn to the others and be like, "So we going? What's happening?"
How's the unicorn doing?
The unicorn seems like back. She seems a lot better off now than she was doing earlier. She's still a little uneasy on one of her feet. But yeah, she's grateful for the help you've been able to give her.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of kneel at level with her, and try to talk to her as I have done. Like,
yeah. You'd be aware, like adult unicorns can understand common.
Great, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in common, I would start to talk to her. I'm glad you're all right, little one. I'm glad you're safe.
Horse noises.
Horse noises.
That was a goddamn goat. What you on about?
Ask it if it wants to come with us.
I think it would want to, Jason.
In primordial, hush. Let me. This is my study. Let me.
Audra has come over to the unicorn and just been like, "Can I pet it? Do you mind if I just?"
She can understand you.
Do you mind if I pet you? And then the unicorn just kind of goes up to her and Audra's like,
"Oh."
and just starts to.
This big
I'm doing my best
buff
Kenner impression
barbarian.
here, guys.
This big buff barbarian and
You
this
guys-
tiny little unicorn, just like.
It hasn't happened on stream before, but Kenner always goes to pieces whenever a vaguely cute animal is involved.
Oh yeah.
Audrey is a sweet bean.
I just want to
So
come
just suddenly this big tough order is
sweet,
suddenly
murderous
reduced to this
bean.
little, just
Occasionally murderous bean,
occasionally murderous bean.
but a sweet bean nonetheless. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
I
Are
am gonna-
Hold the decanter.
we heading back?
Well,
You'd actually
I
you'd be
think that's
about you're about
up to you.
halfway to the Magus Arcatum at this point.
Well, it didn't bring our
Really?
cart or like.
Well,
No, you did.
Any
You
of
went
that.
to the woods. You brought it with you.
Oh, did we bring the cart with us to the woods? Oh, thank God.
You
We
dismounted.
started
You
hiking.
dismounted when you got to the woods.
Okay. Wilder,
should we head
was
to
a
the
place.
academy or?
I think we are going to possibly head on to the academy if you want to take this young one back to their family.
Right, of course. What business do y'all have at the academy?
Well, my sister is there. That's why we were heading in that direction. Anyway, don't suppose you'd know her, Raina Vakian?
You are related to Reyna?
Yes. Hence
You
the
did
last
not
Reyna?
name.
mention this earlier. It did not
Wait,
cross
you-
my mind.
You know her?
I do. She's very gifted, very talented. Don't quite know exactly what she studies. That's been kept very hush-hush around the academy, but she's very talented with evocation magic.
I am aware of her. We did not run in the same circles.
Can I insight check what that means?
Okay.
I want to know what vibe he's now throwing off because of the reaction. I don't know because I rolled a 4, but you know.
Yeah, she's talented.
It's gonna be like an awkward moment of just like.
I'll
you
tell
know,
you what,
Raina?
Jason's curious. Jason's going to insight that as well, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
12 plus 5, 17. If you don't want Ben.
No, it's not. It's not like a secret or anything, Hex. It's mostly just like Reyna is a very, very talented magic user, and due to his heritage, Long Shadow was not in the He didn't get to be in the groups with the very talented people. He didn't really study alongside them. He was
Okay.
pushed off in an annex. So it's like
Oh.
he knows of the talented
So
people.
it's more of like, is it like kind of like a cool kids vibe that I'm getting at
A
school?
little bit, yeah, but it's more like prize pupil vibes.
Yeah, like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
she is most definitely that prize pupil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she always was. Mhm.
Yeah.
Is she in some kind of trouble? Is that why y'all are heading that way?
No, we were kind of hoping she might help us, but I don't know. Kay kind of goes a bit like silent for a minute, kind of almost like rethinking, being like, would she actually help us though? I don't know. It's been a while.
We've come too far to not try.
Long Shadow makes a point.
Well,
You all have ventured this far. You all have apparently done some not so savory things, but you've done a wonderful thing here. You've really helped me out here. And honestly, I might be taking this little one back to her home, but I need to give field research a little bit of a break. I'm more than happy to accompany you back to the academy, but or at least to see you all. But once I go my own ways.
Yeah. I think, considering it's already midday, we'll probably wait till tomorrow and then start heading off. Probably be best to stay in the town of the night.
What do you guys?
That's fair. Well, I'll probably just be heading off with this little one. Unless she would like to do a little bit more adventuring on her own, perhaps with some folks who saved her life. I'm going to ask that to the unicorn. Is she like still Audra letting Audra pet her?
She's letting Audra
or
pet
anything
her,
like that?
but you get the impression she wants to go home.
Great, fantastic. Yep. I'm gonna look to Jason. I'm gonna say, I will be taking her home then. It seems she probably misses her family.
She is very cute. Kate's just gonna like tentatively like walk up and be like, "Can I?"
Yeah, she's quite receptive. She understands that you've all helped her.
Very,
and she's quite receptive to being pet.
I'm just gonna. Kate's gonna be like stroking, and it's gonna like turn and like look at Long Shadow, and he's just gonna mouth, "It's a real unicorn."
It's real.
Oh my god!
Does Longfellow have that face specifically when Kate says that? Just
It's just like he's happy that Kate is happy, but the idea of a unicorn isn't the most exciting thing. It's like this is a beautiful magical creature. It's not his cup of tea, but he enjoys that Kate is having a great time.
Kate and Audra are having a field day right now.
Yeah.
I think Jason's vibe as well at the moment is like he kind of like wants to get involved, but also doesn't want to let his guard down. Kind of like I want to pet the unicorn, but he's like,
can I make a perception check to see that?
go for it.
That is a zesty 9.
9.
9.
No.
Nah.
We'll go from a passive stealth. No.
Great, fantastic. All
Hmm.
right, well, I guess y'all should be heading off your way then, and I'll be heading off mine. But Jason, although this little one won't be heading with y'all, and then Wilderblaze is going to take his canteen of tea out, which retroactively, DM, can we say that on the trek back into the woods, I found a couple of things to rebrew with another set of tea?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you've also got stuff with you in your bag.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you and also like you can create fire from nothing. You've had no problem brewing a tea on the go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll say I have produced flame cantrip, so I boiled some of the water a little bit. And I give the I give the canteen to Jason. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, the unicorn might not be coming with you. But take that. It might be a little bit better than some of those mind-numbing beverages as you go forward.
Yeah.
And remember to keep that in good company.
I don't normally drink so much. I don't know what I said, but thank you.
Well, keep it for everybody. Good tea and good company.
Fuck everyone else. This is for me.
That's the most Jason thing I've heard all night, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I love it.
So,
Sure doesn't go wrong. And remember what that stands for. You hear? Good. Alright. Shall we head off?
Sounds good to me. Is Silva still there?
yeah, she's currently like she's just yeah.
She's like waist deep in the pool at this point,
stood in
slowly
the
backing
pool.
away
Yeah,
from us.
She is
She's
like
gonna
wondering if you guys are going to say farewell, and if not, she's just gonna
that's
dip into a pool.
that's what Gabe was gonna do. He's gonna just turn around and be like, it was nice meeting you. I hope you don't run into any more trouble.
I should hope not. If you ever do find your way back here, call for me from outside, from within the trees, from outside the circle. Otherwise, you might draw the ire of my friend again.
Yeah, we should probably avoid doing that again.
If I bring you in, he won't attack.
Okay. If we ever pass back through here, we'll make sure to stop by.
I would like that.
Kate's gonna take note of that. He's gonna blush a little bit and be like, oh, okay.
So you guys, I'm just going to expedite this process. You guys head back to the outskirts of the woods where you had your cart parked. And you get back in and say your farewells to Wilderblaze as they head off.
It's good to see you, my friend.
And you as well. Take care of yourself. Take care of the rest of them. And you know that they're good people. You know that you're good people. Remind them of that every once in a while. Looks like they need it.
I'll keep that in mind.
So yeah, you all say goodbyes to...
Bye!
You all say your goodbyes to Wilderblaze and to the unicorn. Audra very reluctantly saying goodbye to the unicorn.
Audra, we've got to go. No!
Yeah.
Stay with the unicorn.
Do you all have any plans for within Lineran? Or are you just going to stay the night?
I wasn't planning on doing... Oh.
No.
Wait.
I can stop by the bookstore on our way back through. I don't need to stop by right now.
Jason would... Actually, no, I need a long rest. Whatever time he has remaining left of the evening, would spend reading.
Yeah. So you head back to Lineran, you have a quiet night. What's that, Cade?
When we get back... So we're not doing anything until we get back, and, like, Jason's just, like, reading, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna...
How many hours have I got?
You would be able... if you're spending the entire night reading, you'd be able to get about 8 hours in before you start to get fatigued.
Okay. And still take a long rest?
Well, it's midday at the moment, so I'm assuming you're reading from the moment you get on the car all the way back, and then you're like, you've got your nose in the book all the time where you've got drinks coming in and just...
Yeah, that's perfect. Another 12 hours, you say?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Before you, 8 hours, if you were a more proficient reader, you might be able to go on for longer, but you start getting eye fatigue and...
Yeah, definitely not. It wouldn't be able to go on for much longer. I'm always halfway through it.
Yay!
Yay!
I've nearly got health.
So when, later that night when, Jason is reading, where are you gonna be, reading in your room or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kate's gonna come, find you. He's gonna knock on the door. Jason?
Right.
Okay, can I come in?
Yeah.
Kate kind of tentatively steps in, closes the door, walks over to him, is like, do you mind if I sit down? Sit.
Yeah.
Sorry, to distract you from your reading. I know it's...
No, it's okay.
He's gonna sit down and be like, so, I noticed something earlier today when we were fighting. I wanted to ask you about it. You don't have to answer me. If you want to keep it private, it's okay. I noticed it. I was intrigued. When you were fighting that water elemental, something happened to you. Your hair started glowing or something, or moving or something. It seemed a little...
What?
Strange.
What are you talking about?
Of some kind.
It was standing.
Yeah, it was standing.
It was standing static.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
When you were fighting the water weir, it was your hair all went on end. It seemed, I don't know, something seemed weird about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, friend.
Do you actually? Am I chasing something I've completely missed here? Oh, it's okay. All right. Sorry, you were doing so well with that. You actually outduked me. I was like, wait a minute, have I completely missed something here? Is this just something I missed?
Yeah.
Insight. That's 14.
He doesn't seem to know anything.
Yeah, he seems to be genuine.
He's genuinely confused about what you're bringing up.
Right. I can see what my hair is doing, you know?
something happened. Even if you were unaware of it, something. I don't know. It seemed magical in some nature. That's why I wanted to ask you about it. It's not really your forte. No offense.
No,
but
not at all. I've always struggled with being able to understand magic, and magic users just kind of frustrate me. No offense.
None taken. Yeah. I wanted to ask you about it. I didn't want to ask you in front of everyone else. That seemed rude. But I just wanted to ask you about it
Cade Jason would have had his back to Cade during the fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't have picked up on anything else then.
It's okay, you stayed at the back.
Damn, I did. Yeah, no, he's gonna be like, okay, well, if it happens again, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, keep an eye out, because it was just probably just I was moving quickly. I'm a very fast sort of person. Wind tends to catch your hair whilst you're moving quickly, yeah?
Yeah, sure, that was probably it.
You might
well,
just be seeing things as well, I don't know.
Hey, yeah, sure.
You hear voices, who's to say you don't see things as well?
Don't say that. That in case it's like, oh no, do I? Oh,
Ask your friend in your head if he knows what it is.
Just gonna be like Shadow Cleaver, don't you dare stop giving me weird visions. At least not whilst I'm awake. Any response?
No.
No response. Fuck. Kate's just gonna be like, oh well, I'll leave you to your reading. Sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to ask you.
Don't be silly. Anytime. And he's just gonna open his book and. Did you know it says here to have a balanced diet? This is crazy.
Yeah,
So you've read that passage 3 times at this point. Every time you open that book, you're like, you're supposed to have a balanced diet.
I'm just gonna like turn around and be like, are you rereading? Have you already finished it? Are you rereading it?
I have to read it over a couple times to try and make sense of it in my own head.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe you should get Order to read it to you. I take it in a bit easier. Like a bedtime story, no?
Why don't you read it to me? Come on,
Can you get the audiobook version of The Tome of Bodily Health? You can get the audiobook of Bodily Health.
Sorry, gotta... I'm getting a voice in my head.
I'm gonna come lie down.
I gotta go, bye!
The voice in your head, okay. Yeah, the voice, I know the voice.
Long Shadow was literally 2 seconds away from banging on the wall and telling you guys to go the fuck to sleep. He was 2 seconds away. 2 seconds away.
So, if that's the old conversations you'd like to have, I'd like to just expedite something till we can get to a certain point before we end the stream.
Go for it.
So, the next day passes. So the morning comes without incident, and you guys head back onto the road, heading towards your destination. It takes the better part of a day. The sun is pretty high in the sky by the time you see it. Cresting the horizon, you see 5 enormous towers of white stone. 6. I'm really bad at this. 7 towers. 7 enormous towers of white stone, 6 encircling a larger central tower.
Wait, where do we see this?
Cresting the horizon. So you're approaching it.
Remember, he was expediting us going to the academy.
Right. Gotcha.
And you see the towers connect to a large base that forms the proper of what you now see to be the Magus Arcatum, the Moonstone Magical Academy. And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Yeah.
It is weird to be back here after only being graduated for like 6 months.
Thank you so much for joining us, Britt. You've been amazing.
That was amazing.
Woo! Will the Base was so much cooler than I ever could have imagined.
That was so
Cannot
good.
wait for you to kill
I
me on
love that
Friday. It's
character.
gonna be great.
Yeah. So,
I'm so ready to kill you all.
couple of things before we finish the stream. Join us on next Friday. So coming Friday.
Yes.
So Friday the 17th. For BioShock, which will be awesome.
Yes.
And
New
also,
campaign.
just a little thing. I'm not going to be here next Saturday. I'm going away for a little bit. So next Saturday
Yes.
will be a one-shot being run by our very own, very lovely Hex, aka Mason, aka Jason. And it'll be amazing. I don't know the details of it. I don't know if Hex has the details of it yet, but it's going to be really good. And you should still join us, even though it won't be the main campaign. We'll be back the
Yeah,
following
what we're
week.
going to be doing essentially is probably.
Sorry, carry on.
Oop.
No, carry on.
Oh,
Carry on.
sorry,
Go for it.
my internet's lagging a bit
Okay.
behind. I didn't know if. Yeah, we're going to be running a quick one shot at level 8. A little bit more powerful people, a little bit more powerful bad guys.
Nice.
They will be characters not necessarily from the show, but in connection with the show.
it's an
Everyone will
in-canon
be
one
in
shot, nice.
canon. Everyone will be in world. Yeah, and it will be beautiful. Hopefully.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if it
Um,
was going to be in canon, because that's really
Yes.
cool. We get to see some of the rest of the nation, hopefully.
Heck yeah.
And then the following week, the 25th, we'll be back. I might not be in my normal surroundings, but I will be DMing. So that will be
Yes.
when we get to explore the Magus Arcatum, the mysterious magical academy.
Very exciting. Just a side note, because we forgot to mention it, just to reiterate, the BioShock campaign is being DM'd by our very own lovely guest, Britt, alongside Ray, Small Warlock. The two of them are going to be co-DMing. It's going to be real good fun.
It's going to be
Myself,
complete madness.
Buddy, and Aaron are all in that campaign, a bunch of other familiar faces you might know from
My
TikTok.
character
So
is a bomb.
Get excited. Get very excited.
So if that's
It's gonna
all,
be a good time.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Go subscribe to
thank
the
you
YouTube
for watching.
channel.
Go
that we
subscribe to our
now have.
YouTube channel. If you're new to the show this week, thank you so much for watching, even though I'm sure you were very confused. But if you want to get caught up, it's on YouTube. This will be
Go
as a
follow
VOD
our
here,
amazing guest.
and then eventually I will be putting it on YouTube. And yes, go
Yep.
follow our amazing guest Brit. She is at Dungeon_Mancha on TikTok and probably
Yes.
other places. On
Absolutely.
Twitter.
Do it.
Yeah.
The
Go
Bioshock
follow
one
our
will
amazing
be
guest. Thank
on
you
this
for-
channel because I'm seeing the question
Yes.
getting asked. It will be here Friday, 6:30 p.m. EST.
Let me
it will
just-
be on this exact channel.
Woo! Look, it's the holding screen. Wow.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Made by our very own Buddy. So
Made
thank
by
you
me.
very much
I
for
did that
spending
rather
the
than
2
prep
hours
So
making
good.
I did that rather than prep this session.
Yeah. Guys, how does having sex with a pool work? I'm confused as how that's gonna work for
Well,
Cade.
no, let's not. Nope. No,
And on that
that's not
note,
happening.
that's gonna be us for the week.
I'll leave you with that mental image.
Oh no.
Goodbye. Join us next week for more shenanigans.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one thing I forgot to do before I went. Cade goes
Okay,
back there at
bye.
night. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Okay, I'm cutting you off now.